Ooh, it's a big one tonight. A big two, actually.
Yeah.
It's the live show in Atlanta. I'm excited. You excited? I'm excited. Let's get excited. Be excited.
Oh, yeah, it's Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's a live show.
Yeah.
One of the biggest live shows I think we've actually seen since, I don't know, Houston of last year.
Yeah.
Why do you keep sniffing the markers?
Don't ask questions to which you don't want to know the answer to.
They're
What's going on,
non-toxic.
guys? We're the Cinefanatics. My name is Chris Adams.
I'm Robert Adams.
And we're doing a Schmoedown reaction today. Today.
We're doing it today.
Whatever time of day it is.
Tonight or today. I don't know. That's a weird accent.
Get all the way off my back about this.
Oh, let me climb up off that thing.
Yeah. I'm excited though. Like we were saying, this is the big live event in Atlanta. You got two matches back to back. We got first match is going to be the Innergeekdom. It's not a title, but it feels like it could be because it's Alex Damon, who has a title, Star Wars belt, undefeated in Star Wars, going up against Emily the Rose Jacobson, who is really wanting to firmly make her stamp in the Innergeekdom division. So that one is already super excited just because Alex Damon is jumping back into another division.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Alex Damon not answering a question by calling someone a scruffy-looking nerf herder. Like, maybe something like Hobbit or Slytherin. Something like that.
But so my question though is, what are the chances he can get any of these questions right?
We don't know. We
Never
don't...
tell me the odds.
Star Wars reference, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So we've never seen him play Innergeekdom. We have to assume, which I know what happens when you assume, but I'm going to anyways.
You make a butt out of yourself.
That's not how it goes, but okay. It's not Batum.
That's how
assume.
That's how it goes for me.
So we have to assume that he would be good at Innergeekdom stuff as well, just given how good he is at Star Wars. Now, here's the thing. I feel like we're pretty decent at Star Wars, but like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, yeah, probably not.
Harry Potter, no.
Lord of the Rings, no.
Lord of the Rings.
But I feel like he probably is because he is that step above class of competitor.
He's already in the right mindset where he's able to nail down his Star Wars knowledge. Just go ahead and apply that same thought process that he has for Star Wars into the other geek movies.
But then we have to kind of figure out and gauge how strong would he be at Innergeekdom.
Yeah.
He's taking on Emily Rose Jacobson here,
Who has played in Innergeekdom a few times now.
quite a few times. Now, she's not one of the strongest players. She's not one
yet.
of the top tier players
Not yet.
But how's her level of performance compared to what Alex Damon is about to bring? Is she equally on par with him, Innergeekdom knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
Is she above him? Or is he going to just come out Innergeekdom just like he does Star Wars and just...
It's going to come out swinging.
Just come out running with it.
Swinging. Whatever sport that phrase references.
So when you're talking about something like that, you have to ask the question, who do you got, and how do you figure out who do you got?
Well, so the first way I would go about that is we got to reference the managers in this case, because now we're in the new era. Everybody's got a manager except for the free agents, who we haven't really seen any free agents yet. Everybody's got a manager pretty much. So you've got Alex Damon is going to be the first one out for the Rockstars in this season. So, first of all, he's got to get a win here because the Rockstars got to get on the board.
Yeah.
Then you got Emily, who is coming from the Finstock Exchange. So she's got Dagnino backing her up too. Who Dagnino, for better or worse, is pretty much the greatest manager in the game right now.
Maybe.
Based on his track record of players and everything.
Let's be serious. We have not watched this episode yet.
Yeah, we haven't watched.
We don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so far has been the greatest, except for some things that we'll touch on here in a second. So you're looking at Alex Damon's got Roxy backing him. We know from Draco and Snyder how great Roxy is as a support system. We know Alex Damon's got a lot of geek knowledge in Star Wars. Emily Jacobson has a lot of geek knowledge because she's been in these matches before. Plus, she's got Tom Dagnino behind her.
Yeah. I don't know who to go with.
I got to be honest. For right now, I think I actually am going to give the edge to Damon.
Only because he is a belted champion right now, not in the same division, but close.
We have yet to see Emily the Rose Jacobson perform at that level that I think could take on a champion.
Or at a live event.
Or even at a live event, which Alex Damon is no stranger to live events at this point.
Yeah.
Especially big ones like Spectacular.
Yeah, I want to give it to Emily Jacobson, but I might have to say Alex Damon as well.
Yeah.
But throwing all of that into consideration, just barely edging out.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it is very possible for Emily to win this. Yeah. Very possible.
And then you've got the second match that we're going to be seeing is going to be Bateman versus Murrell.
Now, here's the thing with that one. In the history of cinema, there's been so many like great duels that we can go back to. If we just remember them, you have a situation where like, how do these duels compare to say Bateman versus Murrell, or how would they look? How would they look in comparison with Bateman and Murrell?
I don't know. What would that look like?
You want me to hit you? That's right. What, like in the face?
Surprise me. Mother.
Looked a lot like that, I would say. That
Yeah.
was pretty close to what I was imagining.
Kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
You feel like we were thinking the same thing?
Yeah, oddly. It's like we planned it before shooting. Anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's kind of the idea of what it would look like if Bateman and Murrell were doing those duels. But now we have this duel. We're in the Schmoedown. This isn't some random movie. This isn't some iconic movie duel. This is an iconic Schmoedown duel. This is the biggest match since Murrell and Roca. Or at least it's being touted as such.
Yeah.
Bateman, you're coming off of having won the championship belt, finally finding the belt at Spectacular. Murrell's been belted too many times to count. He's been belted a lot.
Yeah.
He's actually looking for the fourth time being a singles champion. Mm-hmm. Both of these guys are part of the Finstock Exchange. So we got brothers going up against each other.
Yeah, either way, the Finstock Exchange wins.
Brothers going up against each other.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no. Real brothers, not faction brothers. So
Bateman, Guy, Houston.
Anyway. This one, like, I almost really just want to jump into who you got. I mean, their stats speak for themselves. Bateman at this point is impressive. He's his strategies, his studying habits, everything is like top tier. That's what got him to that belt. Murrell just knows the stuff.
Has never lost a live event.
And Dan Murrell's never lost a live event. Could that record be broken tonight by Bateman?
Okay, so who do you got?
I've been known to say, like, if you go on the internet, go to the Facebook page for Schmoedown, Twitter, all over the place. I've been pulling for Bateman on this one. I think this one's going to be Bateman's time, and I think Dan loses the belt this time.
I'm probably going to still have to edge out Murrell on this.
It's really hard to bet against Dan.
Because he is a multi-belted champion. He has never lost a live event.
Yeah.
I mean, in comparison, here's the thing. I know the poster was like the greatest of all time versus the greatest right now or something like that.
Yeah.
Take this back a year or two. And if you remember the level of competition, we're still looking like, say, last year, Murrell is still performing at a championship level. Yes, last year he lost the belt to Paul Oyama, but he still performed on a championship level. Mm-hmm. Bateman was still climbing to get to that championship level.
He was doing his greatest rise you've ever seen in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, pretty much. So based on that, the fact that, like, now, for all intents and purposes, they're both at a championship level. Murrell has spent more time in that house. He has been there longer than Bateman has. I have to edge out Murrell on this. He's got more of that edge, that spirit.
It makes sense. You're going based on history. I'm going based on just, I feel like it's Bateman's time.
But, yeah, Bateman is really good at studying.
Yeah. He's got the belt. He's going to try to fight to keep that.
And it'll be a hard fight, too.
So, I mean, that's what we're looking at here. We're going to dive into this. But before we do, guys, Tuesdays.
We've already seen one.
Maybe
two at this point.
I feel like we've technically already started. Timeline-wise, we're recording this before we actually do our first one.
Yes, we are. So Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Central Time is the tagline. We've done, probably by the time this comes out, we've done 2, and they've both been fantastic. We've had a lot of fun with them, interacting with you in the chat. Y'all have been amazing with great questions, and we hope to continue to see that. So make sure you come back to this channel, Cinefanatics, and join us Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Central Time for the tagline. The show where the tagline is the title. I don't know it yet, even though I've probably said it a couple of times on our show already. But
what's funny is we're doing a little bit more of that assuming thing we were talking about before.
Oh, you're but-ooming.
Again, this is filmed before we've had our first one, so we assume that you guys have enjoyed the show so far.
Watch it be an utter disaster, and this is going to look really weird. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
This will age gracefully.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get into this. This is like a 2-hour stream we gotta jump into. Let's just jump into it.
I'm so excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mark Baby Carrots Ellis and Christian Harlow.
You gotta love it when the boat calls him out, because he gets that hard rasp whenever he says Harlow. Yeah. It's like the Hulk. Look, Mark Baby Carrots Ellis and Christian Harloff will both be played by Mark Baby Carrots Ellis.
Okay.
Well, he called them both out. And
Yes.
two schmoes in one.
You.
Yes.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
on your plane now.
are you hearing me out there okay? Can you hear me in the back?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me when I say make it loud for my partner in crime, the reason we are here tonight, the one, the only, Christian George Harlow!
So I know there was talk that they were having some audio issues at the beginning, which I can hear a little bit of like a hot mic here. That's fine. It sounds like they might be trying to fix it before it goes public. We are reacting to the live stream. We do have the live stream here, so whatever fixes they end up doing for the public, we aren't going to have in this version.
To come to Atlanta, I gotta tell you.
Please bear with us as we react to this version.
Good night, partner. A little bit. Hot mics. I'm sorry now, you know.
It happens now, you know.
No effect on my mic. It's like we're a Pink Floyd band. I like that. Look,
He said echo.
like it 'cause you got the good mic.
Echoes on the mic.
Phantom of the Opera. That's actually funny. We just found that out.
Yeah.
That Phantom of the Opera took from
Andrew Lloyd Webber may have copied echoes from Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Definitely sounds like it. Anyways, Schmoedown.
I mean, I'm as much of a fan as
Fun
you
facts. You didn't
guys
know you were
are,
getting those
right?
facts.
I'm like, this to me reminds me of like the Roca and Murrell days, right? The Cushing,
Yep.
Kalinowski, Patriots above the line. That feels like that tonight. It does, and you know, thank you guys for making Christian feel famous. I think let me see that mic for a second. Let's do a switch.
Sure.
Oh God, that feels good.
Feels good.
Ooh, that's
I like
it.
this one better.
Now look, we talked about doing a show and where to take that show, what city to go to, and I told Christian I want to go to the town that has the best tasting Coca-Cola Classic in the world.
Because the Coke factory is right there.
And then Christian said, well, Mark,
Coca-Cola.
I want to go to a town that has 9 strip clubs on every street corner. Made it.
Hey, what coincidence.
Vegas?
Know what I'm
Here.
doing.
Oh.
Well, we decided, we're going to come here, and man, what a great choice. And think about, just in general, what we have going on. And
Real
when
quick,
I
has
knew we
anybody
were
made a
gonna
Hot
do
Mics and Hot
there was
Lanta
one-
joke yet?
It really wasn't an option. You had to have Alex Damon.
Yeah, I'm not going to make
You
it.
had to. It's an Atlanta native.
Kid knows it's Star Wars.
Yeah, Mike's.
We don't need no stinking mics.
We don't use them here.
But he has been known.
Just
He has
kidding.
been
We
known
have one.
For what he has done.
We do have a microphone.
And he wants to dip his feet in the Innergeekdom.
It works.
And he's going to do that tonight. But his test comes up against a very knowledgeable opponent in Emily Rose Jacobson. What she did.
To be fair,
pretty
in
sure
Schmoedown
Finstock knows
history,
him.
usually what they're
Won't
saying here is
find
what
out
we've
during
already
the
said at the
promo.
beginning of this video anyway.
But yeah,
So,
to watch him do that tonight.
welcome to a Cinefanatics reaction.
They're just agreeing with us.
They're really just
What
agreeing
she
with us.
did
Even though they
in her
filmed it first.
match, she'll even tell
It's
you,
true.
she struggled
So
a little
essentially,
bit,
we're
but she
kind of
won.
agreeing
It
with
was her
them.
second match against Hannah that
Yes.
she actually lost.
I believe that's how the math
She's
checks out.
Stronger as an Innergeekdom opponent.
Math?
That's right. So we have that match.
Time.
We're closing up shop, saying thank you, good night.
That's it. We're done. We're gonna.
You know,
thank
like
guys.
the
That's
two
it.
awesome
One
live
match is
streams
all you
we've
get.
already done that
No,
were great.
we,
Yeah.
Oh, we got
Look
another
how
one?
we
Right.
landed here to this main event. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Is that? I'm so afraid. God, that sounds good.
Yeah.
They chanting RB3.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like,
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
chant for the tech guy who got
Put-
our mics working.
put out
7
some
minutes
big
into
props
the
for the
program.
crew.
Thank you guys.
Like,
I was
they're
still-
putting
I
on
was so
a
confused.
one.
I'm
It's
like,
a
is it
live show in
working?
front of
Is
a
it working?
live
Is it working?
audience, much different than a studio match,
Yeah.
which does have a live
We
audience,
are-
but
it
it looks
is
smaller.
time to
than
I
that.
was like, what did we take last night
And
in the
it's
hotel room?
on the road.
It's like
It's being
I'm
live
starting to get
streamed.
used to it. It's just like
It's
hear
being
me,
shown
hear you,
live
hear
on
me,
the
hear
internet
you.
to
He went to Florida State. He used
however
the
many people
mind-altering
bought the pass
substances,
or
so that
are at the
was,
$10
you
tier
know,
on Patreon.
There you go. There you go.
Big props to the crew to be able
Wow.
to
I
turn
did a
it
little
around,
DS.
get things working,
All
get
right,
things
look,
going,
but the
and
main
just
event,
be able to
I
pull
mean,
off the
this was
entire
something-
show.
We landed and we got lucky because the
They
beginning of the season
need
at
more applause than they
backstage,
probably get.
Dan Murrell, who is easily one of the greatest players.
That's
if
one of
not
the things
greatest
I
player
actually
of all
do
time.
like about
Okay?
this show
He
is
was on backstage and he
I don't know
said,
of, like,
"You know, I'm
any
not
other,
going
like,
after
show where
singles
you
this
really
year.
see
I am
so
gonna
many
defend the
props
team's title with my partner,
going
John
to the
Roca.
people behind
I'm
the
gonna
scenes.
defend
I
that
mean, we
title,
hear
and
we
I'm
hear
going to
Nerdchronic
focus
Eric
on
Rodriguez
Innergeekdom this year.
getting love
He
about
wasn't gonna do
his
singles
Every
at all.
single promo he gets.
yeah, all the
So
editing that
happened.
he
It
does.
was-
His
we
name gets
weren't
dropped
able to do,
constantly.
a match that we're supposed
Much
to have in
deserving
Brooklyn,
of that.
and Dan
We
filled
do
in
hear
the number one
about
contender
the
shot, and
people
to no
behind the
surprise,
scenes,
he won.
whether it's RB3,
The guy's
Cody,
good at live events.
He's really good. He's undefeated.
the other
in
people
my
I
book.
don't-
That's why-
Some of the new
that's why so
people
is
who
Alex
are
Damon.
now a part of
But,
the
so
Skybound
Dan
stuff.
Murrell, and then
Adam
up
Smith, I
against
think, is
his
another big one.
Oh, are they a part of this
Ben the
now?
Boss Bateman.
Like Skybound's now involved with the actual behind the scenes?
From what I hear, do not quote me.
Mixed
but
reaction,
There's
I
definitely
get it.
some people.
I get it, but you look at the
Yeah.
run that he's on. you might
Thad,
boo,
hey,
but
Alex.
you also
Yeah.
have to understand.
They will boo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
everybody
he won- he
everybody
won
just does a
5 in
great
row.
job being able to pull
And
these
what
together.
he has done, he has done it in grand fashion. He KO'd the kid, then he TKO'd Bibiani, and then he knocked out Paul Oyama to win the championship. He's testing himself tonight against Dan Murrell because if he wins tonight, this is going to really cement him as a great champion.
That's
It's
true.
going to be a 5-round match, Christian.
gonna be a big
you get
deal
5
if
rounds
Bateman
of that. Probably going to
does
open.
win.
So maybe another round. 3 rounds for the categories for some of these matches as well. There's a lot of excitement in the air. We have a couple questions for the people here in Atlanta.
Sure.
Are they ready, do you think?
You think so?
I don't know. I don't know.
No. We're going to
I
get
don't know.
ready right now because it is time for the Innergeekdom match, and we're going to show you how we got here right now.
Yeah. Speaking of promos,
Thanks a lot. That's too late.
Is that spectacular?
yep.
Yep.
You know, we were there.
I like how that just went from the Star Wars
Damon
logo
right
to the
now,
Innergeekdom
A lot of
logo.
people think he's unbeatable.
He might be one of the most dominant champions we've ever had in any division.
We have the Sith. We have some heroes. We have some people like
How
Alex
many times
Damon
has he
who are
defended
just
that belt now?
R2-D2s. They plug
All of
in.
them?
They know everything.
All the times. Yeah, sure. I think it's been like at least 4. The 2018 Spectacular where he won it.
Alex, that thing has to be getting heavy at this point. Christian said backstage, he's like, I'm literally going to have to create someone in a lab to beat this guy.
I
don't know how Damon. He's like unbeatable.
He's a champion, and there's no fighting with that. And I want him to not just dominate in one league, but two.
This is just what I do all day, every day.
Can anyone beat you?
So far, no.
Alex Damon, Star Wars champion, going for his first Innergeekdom match ever against Emily Rose Jacobson.
I am not finished here. I'm going to keep on climbing my way towards the top.
I know your prediction because she grew so much from the last time.
I have Emily Rose Jacobson win.
My goal for that match was to answer more questions than I did in my first, and I did that, and I achieved that. So now I'm ready to win.
I don't know if there's anything she could do under the sun to beat Damon at this point. There is, I don't think, a 1% chance that he doesn't take this. He's not going into this with a cocky sense that he's going to do what he did in Star Wars. He's going into this like it's a new division. This is going to be the start of a road.
I know you got Star Wars in the bag. I've got everything else in the bag. You're going to be going up against a Finstock wall here. Let the best Force user win.
All right, I'm ready.
Some big words there.
Yeah.
This live stream brought to you by Apple.
I was literally thinking the exact same thing.
First match of the season here in season 7, and what a match it is, Mark. You're going to have the Star Wars champion make his debut here against Emily Rose Jacobson. This is a massive match for both factions here, and we know the bickering and the fighting between Finstock and Roxy. Will that carry over? Will it help?
Ready
Roxy
to go
thinks that
2
Finstock
rounds
is
on the
worst
whiteboard
manager of
tonight?
all time.
She's not alone in that opinion, Christian.
I don't know if that's true. The guy
That's not just limited to the Schmoedown either.
Well, right. In life, I agree. But
Not a good manager of life.
No. Manager of his time? No, he's terrible.
No, he's not.
But
Very late.
But he's a 3-time manager of the year. He knows what he's doing, and he really. And look, this is a Finstock Exchange heavy program tonight, right? Because he has managed champions. He is managing champions tonight, and he wants.
Yeah,
to
so
get
that's the
Emily
other
Rose
question.
Jacobson
Is like there's been
to
some
that
like
championship.
quote unquote
What a victory
implosion
would be
happening
for her.
in the
He's never
Finstock
lost a lot of
Exchange
events.
leading up to
Here's
up
the
to
thing.
this.
So Emily
Yeah.
Rose Jacobson, she
Who
knows
is
Innergeekdom.
who is
That's what she's
Dagnino
trained her
managing? Is he
whole
going to be
life for.
managing
Alex Damon
Bateman?
watches
Is
a
he
lot
going to
of
be
Star Wars
managing Murrell? Is he
movies,
going to
and
be
then he's
managing
got
anybody?
expanded,
No one
watches
at all.
movies with the
Both? You
Hobbits
can't manage
and
both.
the
That doesn't
Wizards.
work.
And I think there's a gremlin in there.
And I think they
somewhere.
finally decided that
But
Roka was
the funny
managing
thing
Murrell
is,
in this
look at
match,
what
and then
Alex
Dagnino's
Damon
managing
did. The
Bateman,
whole reason he got involved
which
in the
Bateman
in the first place
at
is
one
because
point
playing in Dragon
said was a
and he
disadvantage to
couldn't
him
get the victory. He couldn't figure out
because
how to
Roka,
win, and
how
he started
great Roka
to
is at
train
the game and how
himself,
knowledgeable
and
he is
now
at the game.
become
But
this,
Dagnino knows how the game
Mike
works by now too.
Tyson-like figure of Star Wars trivia, right? And if he puts that
Maybe
kind of
also
stuff
kind of disadvantaged because
this
I
is
don't
a
know.
dangerous time.
Out of
Kevin
like
Sweat's
Roka
there. We
and
can see
Dagnino,
if it transfers over.
A lot of talent waiting for that first
like
championship. So
coaching,
you're saying
yeah,
Alex Damon a little
managing.
bit like the Atlanta
Dagnino's the only
Braves
one
of the
who's really
1990s.
winning out of
They had
that.
all the pitching talent in the
Dagnino
world.
is
They
the one
finally got
leading
over
the
hump. You know,
faction.
We're talking about Innergeekdom,
He's
and
gonna
we're
get
having
points
an
no matter who
Innergeekdom
wins.
matchup right now.
True.
We should give a round of applause to watching
For all
from home
intents
in
and
LA.
purposes,
It's her
what does it
birthday.
matter to
Rachel the
Dagnino?
Crusher Cushing celebrating her birthday. Make it loud for her.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Absolutely.
I said happy birthday to her on Twitter,
look,
but
Rachel paved the way for a lot of players inside of this league. and we know she's
yeah,
gonna be
no,
watching and
that's
always encouraging
that's
of all
that's going to be a thing.
players
Like at the
to
end of the
see,
day,
you know,
it's
exactly what do they know,
you're in a
what can they
situation
bring to
where
the table,
you know
what
how
energy
how
are we gonna
points
see?
work
So
now
many
for factions
questions
and
to
everything.
answer.
You're
Can
going to have
Emily handle
situations
the
where
bright lights? Can Alex
you know,
expand
faction mates
his
are going to go
realm
up
of
against
knowledge?
faction
Can Christian
mates
pronounce
in
Harry
the
Potter
different
wizards
divisions.
correctly?
Which is why I think every faction needs to have like Grace Hancock for the Den needs to have an advisor. So you have the manager managing the champion,
and the advisor managing the other.
or the higher ranked player, and then the advisor manages the other one.
Are we able?
I feel like that would make sense.
Are we
Yeah.
able to figure it out? Are you ready?
Boom, bam, bum, bum.
Are you ready?
I'm ready to go, dude. Let's do it.
All right.
Seinfeld.
Well, if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
I had to push up my glasses there. Just
Schmoedown.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have some fun with it.
3 rounds in the
Did you enjoy it?
Innergeekdom
Hey, look at me real quick. Let me grow a
division.
mustache.
No,
Okay.
Introducing first.
I've already done that
I
before.
promise it smells great.
Well, we're starting in the dressing room.
Who are we seeing? Who's coming out?
Representing
So much excitement.
the Finstock Exchange.
I'm pretty sure this is not Damon's music.
Led to the ring by her manager, Finstock Head BC, John Roca, with a record of 1 win.
Bateman and Murrell are preparing.
Defeat.
Yeah.
She is Emily the Rose Jacobson.
She had a Ghostbusters outfit.
But look at the crowd reaction for Emily. She is, and look, she's a Ghostbuster, and she is sizing up the crowd, and she's making her way. Mark, she looks ready. She doesn't look like the crowd faces her at all.
No, she's walking out with a number of guys you know from the Schmoedown. She's going to make
She's trying to get readings on her PK meter.
I'm really excited.
Spengler.
Representing Spengler.
High-fiving the crowd. She has that Egon Spengler, not only the Ghostbusters jumpsuit, she's actually looking for ghosts.
Yeah, she is. She's excited. And I talked to Emily before, and Emily is a performer. Emily has been in front of large crowds before, and the crowd is going nuts for her right now. Screaming Emily. She's got the Finstock Exchange with her. John Roca, team champion.
I kind of have a feeling that a live show is probably not going to affect her that much.
Probably not.
I'm just getting this, feeling. Look at his pants; they're glowing. Bobby Gucci's pants are literally glowing.
When was the last time you saw someone rocking the one pant leg sleeve up while the other one's down?
They didn't do it as well as him, whoever it was. Look, Gooch!
What's up, Atlanta? Your boy Gucci's here. It's kind of cold outside, but it's scorching hot right here. Look, a lot of people been talking smack about Gucci here, saying I can't manage. Damn right. Damn right. About to be 4-time. Anyway, what we do here at the Finstock Exchange is instill the 3 C's.
I don't know.
Charisma.
I don't know.
Confidence. And a cutthroat mentality.
Thought the 3 C's were like Koi Comics curls.
Like a bull in a china shop.
That's a reference to Koi Jandro's live stream.
Koi Jandro's live stream.
All these other managers are like,
Koi cute.
This got Gucci this, Gucci that. They're cool to sit back and, ride their little manager cars.
We here at
little
the
manager
Finstock
bikes.
Exchange believe in the 3 C's.
Saw a bunch of idiots driving a unicycle.
And how to use them in Demolition Man.
But they wouldn't be driving anything if I didn't invent the manager wheel.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I got Emily over here.
I mean,
look at this. She's amazing.
He's not making sense.
Fantastic outfit. Give it up for Emily.
Oh, he's basically saying I was the first manager, the first real manager.
Saw her out there in the draft. Once again, idiots didn't draft her. But guess what? The king did. Now we're playing Damon. Now look, he's a Star Wars guy. We know that. He's a champion. He's the best.
Of course.
There's no question about that. But this ain't Star Wars. It's from a galaxy far, far away. Wherever it is. Beelzebub or Dantooine or whatever planet he's from. Look, Damon, get ready.
Can we cut the camera over to Christian's face?
Really be on this.
Yeah, which is probably some form of...
Is to the Schmoedown. As yoga pants are to a ton of people. We just make everything better.
And brighter.
Get ready.
All right, so there's Finstock dropping knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
And he
Boy,
is.
what a meandering metaphor that was.
We got there on the unicycle. I think my flight to Atlanta was shorter than that. Yeah. Well, either way, though, he's right, though. You know, he was the one. He had the vision. He picked Emily Rose, and we are here because this is a big match for the first Innergeekdom match, and Emily seems ready. Gucci seems ready. And with that. And her opponent!
Oh, yeah.
Representing the Rockstars, led to the ring by his manager, Roxy Stryer, and Molly Damon, making his Innergeekdom debut. He is the reigning Schmoedown Star Wars champion of the world, Alex
AT Aliens. He's representing Outcast there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, Atlians, AT Aliens, however you want to call it.
Atlan's. I don't know. Let's ask Roka. What does he? Never mind. Let's not talk to Roka about that.
I missed something.
Good. Watch SEN.
I have to work during the day most of the time.
That's true.
How is his studying going? How did the studying
I'll show you some clip outs later. Don't worry about it.
And there he is. And there Roxy, of course. Roxy's not going to let Dagnino one up. Here's Roxy Stryer.
How is her pants like shiny gold yet Gucci's pants reflected more light?
Because his pants are like a silver
Tom.
white.
I have a C for you.
Uh-oh.
Communication.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
How's that going for you, Tom?
Talk about
And
cutthroat.
all of you people
That still starts with C.
who keep calling him the manager of the year.
Well, yeah. That was one of his C's.
Oh.
Cutthroat.
Okay. You guys who think Tom is the best manager of all time. That's fine. Hey, Tom, another question for you. What's your player's name, Tom? Emily Lee? Is it? No, Tom? Tom, you can't figure out how to get your faction on the same page. And I actually like Emily a lot. I feel pretty bad for her right now that she has to be managed by the worst manager of all time.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
Bring on the booze, because we've been drama-free this week.
Oh,
We've had
booze.
no communication
Got it.
issues, and I'm pretty sure even Tom knows Alex Damon's name. Everyone here knows Alex Damon's name.
Because she keeps saying it.
He is a Star Wars champion.
What's Alex Damon's
and now
name?
we're going to put some respect on his name in IG.
Alex, make-up name.
Communication, Tom. That's your C.
Roxy Stryer coming in hot.
I work
there.
well under pressure.
Well, look, we built this. It was the same thing. It's Stryer versus Dagnino as much as it is Damon versus Jacobson here, too. We know that, and we knew that there were going to be shots fired, and it's going to be interesting to see them both try to even communicate
Shots
with
fired.
each other
Suspect
on the
down.
side.
Suspect
That's
down.
right. Roxy Stryer throwing some John Smoltz-like heat in Finn Stock's direction.
The soundbite on SCN. Don't worry about it.
Now the managers are done, and guess what we get to do? The round one rules.
I heard that.
Yeah, I get to do
that,
it, too.
Dwayne Burke
Let's let 'em
actually
know. What are the rules for round number
originated
one?
that
I will
soundbite.
now attempt to read the rules of round number one without the aid of a teleprompter. Round number one, this is the Innergeekdom.
Somebody else who
Alex,
is
this the Innergeekdom.
behind the scenes and
This
doesn't
is
get
the
enough
Innergeekdom.
props. Dwayne
Not
Burke.
just Star Wars.
There's more than Star
Innergeekdom.
Wars.
There's Star Wars is part of it. Don't
Knows
worry.
his
There's a
way
little bit of
around
Star
a
Wars in
camera.
there.
While also
10 different
supporting
movie trivia
the military
Innergeekdom
of this
categories
country.
are lurking in round number one. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round at number one. As soon as we ask the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. When we ask you by name to reveal
Ooh,
your
I'm
answer,
ready to
please
answer
show
some
what you
questions.
wrote to the crowd and to us and reveal it into the microphone
get
in a
geeky.
verbal fashion.
You each have 3 usages of the
Ooh, man, these markers
JTE
do
rules
smell.
throughout the duration of the match.
Smell pretty
JTE
good,
is
man.
a Milwaukee, Wisconsin
Smell pretty
movie reviewer,
good.
and he's also
Yeah.
very famous for not being able to hear that well when a question is first asked. So if you need us to repeat
a
it,
weird
you need to
channel.
buy yourself 15 seconds, use a JTE rule. You also each
The
have one
grocery
challenge
store-
to be used at any point
The Texas
throughout
local
the
grocery store,
3-round
HEB.
match.
And to make sure, just reiterate that, make sure if you do have a challenge that you signal to your manager. The
Brand
manager will
of
come over to the desk
dry
and
erase
tell us
marker.
what the
So-
challenge is.
That's right.
after
Our
you
grocery
finish.
stores in Texas make their own dry erase markers.
All right, and we
I love
also
this state.
encourage to you,
Yep.
to anyone watching the stream right now, make sure that if you
A lot.
are on Twitter, are out there, hashtag it. Make sure you Schmoedown, ATL, Jacobson versus Damon. Mark?
Oh, wait, we forgot the most important rule of all. Don't say the answer, crowd. For God's sakes, don't say the answer.
Yeah.
We know you know it.
BC
if I
will
say,
throw you out.
who was the farm boy in Star Wars, we know the answer is Luke Skywalker.
What?
Don't even think it. Don't even say it. Don't even whisper it, because if we do hear you say an answer, we're going to have to kick you out, and that's going to be done by BC, who's not only in the Finstock Exchange, he also is a professional wrestler.
Yes.
And he slept in my hotel room on Thursday, and he snores like a rhinoceros.
All right, with that, I will ask Alex.
And I feel like
Damon,
if
are
he
you
tackled
ready?
you, it'd feel like
Make
being
it
tackled
so.
by a rhinoceros.
Emily, are you ready?
Probably.
I ain't afraid of no Damon.
Then let's
Nice.
get ready
Well
to
played.
Schmoedown!
Woo! There's a crowd there.
Go. Round number 1.
There is.
Question number
It's a
1
live show.
in the realm of the MCU.
That's Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes, ma'am. The MCU has divided up into phases. Phase 2 begins with which sequel?
Ooh.
I like that. That's a tough
Oh,
one
yeah.
off the bat. It's a good start. I'm going to go with The Phantom.
I was going to say I was about to have BC kicked out. 5,
That's
4, 3, 2, 1. Alex
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
is incorrect. Emily?
Iron Man 3.
Yes.
Iron Man 3.
Hitman 3. Sorry,
Takes the
Iron Man
lead
3.
By going up by 1. Emily Rose, 1-0.
Yeah, I always kind of felt like
category is
Hitman
in
was
the
some
world of
kind of
Star Wars.
relation to
Alex
Iron
is
Man
in
for some
movies,
weird reason.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, but the Force is with him, and he's with the Force.
Your question
Yes,
for a
yeah.
point, consisting of
Like what you
4
did there.
words. What was the first sentence in the opening crawl for Episode 7, The Force Awakens? Hey,
Well, Damon's got this one, so I don't need to answer it.
I met Mark.
What were the
Hamill.
first 4 words
And I met
in
George
The
Lucas
Force
is
Awakens?
smiling in the picture.
Yeah.
I know. I don't care what anybody says.
Somewhat.
For him, it's a smile.
JT, okay. There you go.
Consisting of 4 words, what was the first sentence in the opening crawl for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens? So yeah, if you look at it on Instagram, he's smiling. All right. There's like a little... He was happy to see me.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's false.
I deep faked a smile on him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Emily.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker is missing.
It's incorrect.
Close.
And Alex?
Luke Skywalker has vanished.
Yes.
Yeah.
So 1-1.
It's a time bounce.
Emily got close there.
We
Emily
still
got
got a
close,
sequel time.
But the
Oh.
Star Wars champion hits the Star Wars question. So here's the next question. Middle Earth. Middle Earth is the next question. What was the name of the inn that the hobbits stopped at to meet Gandalf in Fellowship of the Ring?
Say Howard Johnson was.
What? Can you imagine if it was? And
The
said,
inn?
You can't call it that, Harry.
I was
Oh.
thinking about the Luke Skywalker has vanished thing.
And
What
then
if the
that's
first
where
one
they
is
actually
Luke
ran
Skywalker's face
into
is on a milk
Strider.
carton?
Yeah, yeah.
5, 4, 3.
RB3's on
I don't
fire.
know.
I don't know. I remember I see the sign.
Pens down. And Alex?
The Prancing Pony.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Emily?
The Prancing Pony.
Yes. All right.
Ooh.
Tied up.
Good
Tied
match.
up.
I saw the sign hanging, but I couldn't recall
Your
the
next
words
question,
on it.
Your fourth in this round of 10 questions. In the world of DC movies,
They got ponies in Middle Earth?
who plays
Apparently.
Lex Luthor in 1978's Superman, the motion picture?
Mark Riley is answering from wherever he is.
He's got that new Superman.
I love these questions.
I got enough time to make it look pretty.
And 5.
Think he wears it to the wedding?
Yes.
Yes.
4, 3.
It's not going to look pretty because my handwriting's terrible, but
Why do you need to make his name look pretty?
I had time.
Gene Hackman.
Yes. And Alex?
Gene Hackman.
They're tied up.
Gene
3-3.
Hackman.
Gene Hackman.
Neck and
What did you
neck
do?
We go so far.
Nothing.
Neck
Oh.
and neck.
Was correcting some of it so it's
All right.
readable.
Next question here.
You're right. That is making it pretty.
Marvel films.
Yep.
Marvel. Who directed 2016's Deadpool?
Get into any trouble last night here in Atlanta?
I was hanging out with you.
Yes.
I went to a restaurant called Bones.
Yeah,
Steak
got it.
restaurant. It is delicious.
Really?
Yes.
I was trying to pull his first name.
It's funny because I keep thinking the writers.
Good for you. One.
Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick.
Yeah.
Pens down, please. Pens down, and we start with Alex.
Ruben Fleischer?
No.
Nope.
Emily?
A Brian Singer?
Nope.
No. Looking for Tim Miller.
Tim Miller.
And I'm sorry I sounded so disappointed in both of you when I said that. I don't know. It's like, no! Turn it into...
Sorry, Mrs. Havenkamp.
Yeah, I was trying to. I
Apologize.
was like,
Your
Miller.
next question,
What's
in the
Miller's
world
first
of
name?
Harry Potter movies. He's a boy, he's a wizard, he does it all. Your question?
He does it all. It's funny.
He's the magician that brings balance to Las Vegas.
Yeah, sure. Harry Potter has vanished. Hey!
In the world of Harry
With
Potter,
Luke
who
Skywalker.
plays the character Rufus Scrimgeour, the new Minister of Magic in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1?
Interesting.
I don't know. Do I look like somebody who watches Harry Potter?
All these movies run together.
Don't answer that.
It's like I just watched one long movie.
I'd ask that, but the problem is I actually have like a lightning bolt scar on my forehead from skin surgery I had years ago.
And I look like Harry Potter.
One, pens down, and we go
At
with
least when my
Emily.
hair's longer.
I have nothing.
Okay, and Alex?
Bill Nye?
Yes. Alex
Oh.
Damon takes the
okay.
lead. Alex Damon goes up 4-3.
Just name a
4-3,
random
so now we
British
get to our
person.
seventh
Bill,
question in the realm of Star Trek.
Bill
Who
Nye?
plays Commander John Harrison in Star Trek Into Darkness?
Really?
Oh, what is his name?
Really?
Oh, no.
You grew up with the Star Treks? Did you? Like in the 90s, it was like you
Don't
either
worry,
liked Trek
he's
or
just John
Wars, there was
Harrison.
no-
I think you can guess which one I like. Rocky.
I was
Say
thinking the
Rocky.
first, the 09 Star
Into
Trek.
Darkness.
Specialist
Yeah.
kind of guy.
3.
I realized it said Enter Darkness
Two,
and then Harrison. I was
one,
thinking who was the
pens
person
down,
that
please,
recruited.
and we start with Alex.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yes, Emily.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
5.
Benedict
5-4.
Cumberbatch. Eggs Benedict.
5-4, right?
It's a stupid joke. I'm so sorry.
All right, so we get to our 8th question out of 10.
So lame.
8th question.
Challenge
in the world
that.
of the
Benedict Cumberbatch
DCEU.
played Khan.
Which two characters
Right?
have to dig up a coffin in Justice League?
That's a good question. It's a good
Have to
question.
dig up a
It's,
coffin?
you know, being a superhero, it's not all fun and games.
Come on, you were not blanking on this one. You blinked on it before because I remember them asking this question before.
5. 4.
What does that mean?
I don't know. 3. Sometimes I just say things. 2. 1. Pens down, and Emily.
Cyborg and the Flash.
Yes. Alex?
Cyborg and the Flash.
Got it.
Flash and
Match so
Cyborg.
far,
Flash
6-5.
Cyborg.
6-5 as we hit question number 9 here in the realm of heroes and villains. Heroes and villains. What is Magneto's prison cell made of in X2 X-Men United? Phew. What happened? You got gas?
Deep cut.
Well, you think so?
Yeah.
Nah. I don't think it's that deep of a cut.
5.
This?
He says it
Yeah.
like it's their last
4.
name.
What's
Okay,
Magneto's
Boba
prison
Fett
cell made
in
of?
3.
Not metal.
Yeah.
2.
What other
Atlanta
hard
knows that's a
material do you
southern
have?
pronunciation.
1. Pens
Wood?
down, please, and get me out of this. Starting with Alex Damon.
Plastic.
Yes. And Emily?
Glass.
Wow, okay. So
Oh,
Alex
like they said in The
leads himself
Graduate,
with a 2-point
plastics.
lead here.
Plastic.
Alex has a 2-point lead now.
Oh,
Alex,
there's a
All
lot
right,
of
your
hard
last
material that it could have been made out
question
of.
in the
Wood,
world
glass.
Of the Innergeekdom round number
Both
1
easily
category
breakable.
is mixed bag.
Yes. That's
true.
Could be anything. Buckle up. The question is, how does Vanisher, played by Brad Pitt, die during the parachuting scene in Deadpool 2?
I think the audience knows it.
If ever there is a mixed bag question, that is it.
I think they know it.
I still think it's hilarious that they got Brad Pitt to play that for that one quick shot of him.
4,
Yeah.
3.
That was barely on the screen for like 2 seconds.
1. Emily?
He falls without a parachute.
You can't accept that.
Nope.
I believe he flies into power lines.
That is correct.
Hits power lines.
So
Oh, falling on
Alex
electric
Damon
wires.
now
I meant
sees
power
himself
lines.
with a
That works.
3-point lead.
That's what I mean.
A good round 1
Why?
here, Mark. Good round 1.
Since they're not here to judge
Alex
it, I will
Damon,
accept it.
3-point lead over Emily Rose Jacobson.
Look, you're kicking off
Power
a big
lines would
time
be the
match.
more
All these
accurate
people
term
showed up
for
to
what I
watch
was
you
trying to
compete
describe
in
there.
Movie trivia, talkie know-how, and I think that both competitors adjudicated themselves well. Damon up 3 early on. We're about to go into round number 2. That is
Good.
known as the wheel round. The wheel of fate, doom, and
must
justice.
snag 7 points
tonight's
out of
wheel
that?
will be provided at
7
some point. It's
points
the real
and
wheel, it's
a
not the digital one.
10 point.
Everybody-
10 question. So we missed 3, and they were all Harry Potter or
Lord
Lord
of the Rings.
So, like we said at the top of this video,
All right.
Brandon.
Hothead, is that what they call him? The hothead?
Chanting hot man.
Hot pants?
In
Hot
round
man.
number 2, the wheel round.
Oh,
each competitor
poor
gets
Jake
a spin at the wheel.
Yeah.
Once they settle on a category,
He's probably sitting in
they
that crowd
will be
going,
asked 5
"Stop
questions
it!"
in that particular world. Each question
Which makes
for
it
2
funny.
points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice.
man.
We'll give you 4
man.
options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Alex Damon, you currently enjoy a 3-point lead.
Wish I could have a typo that people chant at live events.
It's like I'm watching a disaster happen in slow motion. Do you want to spin first, or do you want to defer?
Bobbert.
Just wait.
Bobbert.
Doesn't make any sense.
Bobbert. It would be a typo. 1 letter off.
No, you replaced an R with a B.
And it's hilarious because
All right,
Robert
so
and Bob.
We'll start with Alex Damon. Alex, you are up 8-5 here. Would you like to go first or second?
I'm going to spin first.
You're going to spin first. Alex Damon will spin first. Here we go.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us what the category is?
There's no Meryl Streep in Innergeekdom.
What did it land on?
Can't tell.
Wizarding World. Okay.
Oh,
Spin it again.
Spin that again. It almost made it to Star Wars.
Yeah. No,
Oh, yeah.
he gets the Star Wars game over pretty much.
Spinner from the side.
Yeah.
Not the pegs.
See, this is what happens. When you don't listen to your father, this is what happens.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Hanna, under the most pressure he's ever felt,
Yeah.
screwing
Brandon
in a peg.
Hanna has a big match coming up soon against Chandru the Chosen.
Yes, he does.
Coming up very soon.
Getting
here in
hyped up for that.
Innergeekdom.
All right.
All right,
We believe it's been fixed, and Alex is spinning away from the Wizarding World.
And away from the pegs. So what is it going to land on here? Second
2
spin.
spotters. On
Oh,
that.
man, if it-
2 spotters.
What is that? Spin again?
Spin again. Here we
My
go.
luck, of course.
There's a spin again slice on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it lands on Star Wars, I swear.
What's it going to land on?
Oh! Oh, opponent's choice.
What was it?
Oh, it was so close.
Opponent's choice.
It was so
Opponent's
close
choice.
on the Star
Massive,
Wars.
massive, depending on. Now,
Guess what
are they
category
gonna
it's
give him
not
here,
gonna
though?
be?
Because we
Star
don't know what
Wars.
his weaknesses are.
Right.
We don't know what his strengths are.
Well, we know we're not giving him Star Wars.
We're not going to give him Star Wars.
I don't
So
call
that's
it
the
out.
question.
Maybe
What
she
do you-
doesn't
what
watching
do you
any of
give
his
him?
matches or
Yeah.
knows that he
Maybe
has the belt from Star
Streaming
Wars.
Star Wars. And now, if Gagnino tells her to take Star Wars,
Probably
he will
not
officially be the worst manager of all time.
That's actually a true statement.
See,
Need an
wanted-
answer.
You know,
Gonna need an answer.
secretly, I wanted to see Damon hit Star Wars and then spin away from it. Kind of. Is that what you were going to do?
No. That's a flex.
We got a countdown here. Tom, I need a decision.
No.
Tom.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Decision in 5,
No.
4. What is it? Harry Potter. It is.
All right, so this is where we
I
kick back
will-
and just watch
I
the
will
match.
ask the questions here. 5 questions in the realm of Harry
This
Potter.
couch is not comfy.
Alex, are you
It
ready?
is when you lay like this.
Here we go. All right, question 1.
Doesn't make for great TV because
Hopefully
this
they
looks
might
terrible.
have
the
the
video's
Sword of
right
Gryffindor.
here.
Who do Hermione and Harry go to find in Godric's Hollow?
Colonel Sanders. I don't know. Maybe they were hungry and want
I'm needing
some
multiple choice.
11 herbs and spices.
Sounds right to me.
Darn you.
All right. Oh, easy for you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Much older than I
Tina
look.
Phyllis Lovegood, Matilda Bagshot,
Excuse me?
Mathilda Hopkirk, or Rita Skeeter.
Matilda Bagshot.
That's correct for 1 point.
Ooh. Though I want to meet Rita Skeeter.
All right. What did you
Backshot and Skeeter.
Yeah, okay. All right. Question 2.
What's funny about those names?
What
Please
is the
explain.
name of the location
Nothing that we
Younger
can talk,
brother.
Nothing that we can talk about on this channel.
Morgan and Burks can be found?
Shot.
Multiple choice.
A. Diagon Alley. B. Nocturne Alley. C. Dragon Alley. D. Zonko's Alley.
Diagon Alley.
And I repeat the question.
You repeat the question?
Yep.
All right, first one. What is the name of the location wherein the mysterious and shady Morgan and Burks can be found?
Diagon Alley.
A. Diagon Alley. B. Nocturne Alley. C. Dragon Alley, D. Zonko's Alley.
I think it's Nocturne.
That's correct for 1 point.
Yeah,
No.
see.
Okay.
Only one of those alleys do I know the name of, and that's Diagon.
Yeah.
Question 3.
It's diagonal.
In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, who does Ireland play in the Quidditch World Cup?
Croatia.
It's incorrect for the steal. 2
Ooh.
point steal.
Could be big.
Scotland.
Looking for Bulgaria.
Oh,
Bulgaria.
that could have been a
That
big
was question.
2-point
They
steal
are
right there.
monsters in Quidditch. That
Yeah.
3? Is that 4? That was 3, right? All right, 2 more. Here, it's 5. 5 questions.
See,
Here's
I need
question
questions
4.
like, who's the lead boy in the Harry Potter movies?
The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Ron Weasley.
Harry
What
Potter.
is
Oh,
Newt's brother's
yeah.
name?
Newt's brother.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Abernathy, B, Percival, C, Theseus, D, Langdon?
Theseus.
Yeah.
Correct for 1
Because
point.
I've seen the Fantastic Beasts movies.
He knows his stuff. He's
Hey,
used
at least
a
you
lot of
knew
help,
that
but
was a
he's getting the
Fantastic
questions
Beast
right.
question.
I know
All right,
Newt Scamander.
here is your
Yeah.
5th and final question.
Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah.
What was the name of the Death Eater that turned on Voldemort and stole the locket Horcrux?
Look,
Multiple choice.
I've only
Is
seen the
it
Harry Potter
A,
movies once.
Ludo Bagman, B,
Didn't
Barty
care about them
Crouch
when I
Jr.,
watched them then.
C, Regulus Black, D, Rodolphus Lestrange.
I think it's Regulus Black.
For 1 point.
You know
All
what,
right.
though? I
So
will
Alex
at some
Damon
point watch
gets
through them again
opponent's
and actually
choice,
give them a real
but he
fair
navigates
shake.
his way through their multiple choices,
Because
finds himself
they
with
are
7 point
beloved
lead
and
now
they need to be
over
taken
Emily.
seriously.
Emily's gonna spin the wheel here
As
they
movies.
set the wheel. Now, Mark,
So
thing
I will
is,
do so.
if Emily can
Now that
hit
I'm a little
something
older,
that she's good at,
can take
if
them in a
Emily
little
hits
bit better.
something that she is good at.
She's got a
Yes.
chance to take the lead
She's
here.
got a chance to do really well here if she hits a strength of hers. Opponent's choice is on the wheel. All right, Emily.
Here's a hint. Don't
Spin
give her
by Emily.
Ghostbusters. Even though it's not on the wheel, but DCEU.
DCEU.
Take it.
Can you give it a full spin around, just the first spin from the side? There you go. That's fine. There you go.
There it is.
There you go. It's all right.
Spin is in.
All good. All good. Yeah, it's
is
okay.
in.
What is it?
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth?
Please don't. Please don't.
This is how I feel that conversation. Now, which one's Middle Earth? Well, it was a light spin. It didn't matter what it was. If you want to challenge it, fine. But it was a light spin. It needed to be. It didn't matter what it was. It needed to be spun again, regardless. Whatever she hit. No, it isn't actually. All right, we gotta count you down here, Tom. In 5. Spin again. All right, so spin from the wheel, please. Here it is. Whatever it is here. Gotta
Which
take
one's
it.
Middle Earth?
So let us know what it is, please. What it is. Spinner's choice.
Spinner's choice.
Oh, nice.
Right at opponent's spinner's
All right,
choice.
so now Emily gets to pick what she wants. This is a big, big spin. This is
Yeah.
a huge
Star Wars.
spin.
No.
Emily coming in here. She knows a lot about comic book
does.
movies,
Well,
so maybe an
that's the
MCU is
Go,
on her.
please go MCU. Please go MCU.
Emily could take. This is a massive, massive choice here for Emily. She needs something. So I got to count you down here in 5, 4,
Go
3,
MCU.
2. Star Trek.
Star Trek.
All right. Star Trek.
All right.
Interesting.
Harry
choice.
Potter,
Star Trek,
Lord of the
Mark.
Rings, Star
Here we go.
Trek.
Starting it all.
Alrighty.
5 questions in the realm of Star Trek
I
for
would go
Emily
MCU.
Rose Jacobson.
But that's just me.
All right, and now it's
And
that
me.
time when Emily Rose
Yeah.
Jacobson, like we said, could take the lead by the end of this round, potentially. For 2 points, Emily, your first question of 5 in the world of Star Trek. In Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, Kirk tells Saavik that he doesn't believe in what kind of scenario?
A no-win.
Sounds great.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, love-hate, B, win-win, C, no-win, D, up-down?
No win.
1 point. 1 point. Your next question. In Star Trek The Voyage Home, who plays Dr. Gillian Taylor?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Kim Cattrall, B, Catherine Hicks, C, Persis Kambata, D, Robin Curtis?
Catherine Hicks.
Catherine Hicks.
Another point for Emily Rose Jacobson.
Yep.
Fighting back now. Fighting back to the third question here, Mark.
Third of 5 questions. Who directed the 2016 film Star Trek Beyond?
Justin Lin.
2 points.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was big. get herself
Because
within one here. She hits
J.J.
a two.
Abrams
Her penultimate question
went
in
to a
round
galaxy
number
far,
two
far
is
away.
Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier. Kirk tries to embrace Spock, and Spock replies, "Please, Captain, not in front of the blank."
The crew.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, crew, B, Vulcans, C, hijackers, or D, Klingons?
Klingons.
Hijackers.
That is incorrect. I was going to give you your 4 options again. Is it A, crew,
Could be the crew.
B, Vulcans, C, hijackers, or D, Klingons?
Crew?
You never hug in front of Klingons. Everybody knows that.
So nothing happened. No steal there.
Are you
No
out of
steal
your
there,
Vulcan
but
mind?
Emily can get
No, I was right.
one
It was
here.
Klingons.
She hit a 2-point here mark.
All right, here we go, Emily. Your final question. In the world of Star Trek. In what film does
got one.
Data install an emotion chip in himself which causes him to struggle with
Generations.
controlling his
Generations. I love that movie.
It's disgusting.
I love it.
Star Trek
Another?
First Contact.
No.
Incorrect. For a 2-point steal, Alex.
Life
Can't
forms.
give you a choice
I
option.
like looking for life
That's a
forms.
2-point steal for Alex.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need the choices again.
Big steal. That was a huge shift.
I don't need to hear it again.
Wait, he got 2 points for that?
Yeah, because she didn't go to multiple choice.
Oh.
I think he was saying, like, I don't need to hear the question again.
Oh.
Third and final round. So in round number 3, each competitor is going to have 3 questions asked.
So the question
How
is,
we get
like,
these
do you think he
questions?
knows
What
Star Trek
categories
as
do they
well
come
as he
from?
knows
Well,
Star
each
Wars?
competitor gives us a series of numbers. These numbers
That'd
can
be
range
interesting,
from 1
wouldn't it?
to 15.
Yeah.
The first question we asked them
the
is
best
worth
of
2
both
points.
worlds.
Next one's worth 3 points. The last one, should we make it that far?
Ooh, we got another match
5
after this.
big points.
It's going to be a long episode.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Innergeekdom know-how.
How many
No
people?
stealing,
Sound off in the comments
no penalty
below.
for
Did you
missing
watch
a
this
question
entire thing?
in round number 3, which could be.
I would believe
final
you
round.
because you would have heard me
Alex Damon,
say that
you're
at this point in the
enjoying
video.
a 5-point lead over Miss Jacobson. So you can give us your numbers first. From 1 to 15, what 3 numbers feel lucky?
3, 7, and 9.
3, 7, and 9 for the Star Wars champ. And
Roxy.
for Emily Jacobson,
She's nothing if not supportive.
Yeah.
2, 8, and 14.
2, 8, and 14. All right. All right, so Emily
I'm waiting for Daniel to be on
That
the
guy just
side.
stole our table.
Poof.
All right, so we're going to start with Emily. Emily, you have a 2-pointer, and it is from category number 2. That is Back to the Future. Back to the Future.
Gotta go
What
back in
month
time.
of 1955 does Marty McFly travel to in Back to the Future 1?
Ooh.
October.
November.
2 points.
Okay.
All right.
It's either November or October. I was like, ugh.
In order to tie the game here, she needs to hit a 3-pointer, and she chose category number 8. Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones. All right.
Damon wanted that one.
Emily, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, when the Ark is first opened, what do Belloc and company find?
Ooh.
Bones.
Looking for sand. Sand.
Sand.
All right.
that's
Of
right.
course, gets everywhere.
Yeah, there's sand in
So
it.
we find ourselves in this position. If Emily hits this, it bounces back to Alex Damon, where he will be forced to answer some questions.
She could have the lead.
However, if she misses, Alex Damon will find himself with his first TKO Innergeekdom victory. Emily, fittingly enough, you have chose Star Wars.
Those are like my 3 things she got.
All right. Yep. All right, here we go. In Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Nope. This was used.
Was that a hiccup?
No, this was used recently.
Keep scrolling. Got more.
I got another one. In Attack of the Clones,
There you go.
we learn that Newt Gunray is still Viceroy of the Trade Federation after how many trials in the Supreme Court?
Oh, shoot. I want to hear Damon answer this, actually, if she doesn't get it. I remember the line. I do not.
And
Yeah. I remember the line, I just don't remember the number. Ask him if he knows it. 4. Yeah, it was spoken by Sio Bibble, the governor on Naboo.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. After so many trials, he's still Viceroy of the Trade Federation.
Both their parts. Alex Damon walking over, a nice hearty handshake. They don't care if there's Klingons in the crowd. They're going to show emotion.
No, it was a massive. It was a good match, back and forth. They went
Points
the
for
first
knowing
round.
who was that said the line.
Choice, and the Star Trek
missed the
didn't
number,
work out
but
the
I
way
know who
that
said
Emily
it.
would have hoped, and it was a big steal by Alex
Governor
Damon that
Sio
got
Bibble.
himself that big
Sio
lead there.
Sio.
And,
Sio.
look,
I don't think they actually ever say his name in the movies either.
No, that's another one of those. If you collected the action figures or read Wikipedia, you know it.
You got it.
I think he's also the one that does the line, like, communications disruption can only mean one thing, invasion.
Yeah. But he ended up pulling out the victory.
Or Ben Bateman's
yeah,
Wi-Fi.
absolutely. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
That's a
Now,
reference.
this is the first loss
Note,
of the Finstock
usually
Exchange
you and me
Cup
drink at the
since
same
the
time.
brand new
This
season
time,
has
I drank the same
begun
time as
here.
Christian.
We're on a roll here with the Barbarian and Riley
So if that's not
and
lined up in editing, you're
So
doing
now,
something wrong.
Here we go with both finding out what Emily Rose Jacobson's going to do and find out what's next for Alex Damon. Is he going to keep continuing in IG? Is he going to go down the path of maybe trying to defend? Because you got new people like Sean Sullivans and other people. I know there's another competitor named Josh Quevedo who's coming into the Star Wars world. There's a lot of other people coming in. So Brad Gilmore is going to be out here. Brad Gilmore from the Schmoedown Rundown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Gilmore's here.
The post interviews.
The boat.
He's doing the
we
boat.
will start out
the boast
with
interviews. The
Brad
boat post.
Gilmore and Emily Rose Jacobson and Tom
Post
Dagnino
boat.
as they get ready here too. So let's hear from Brad
All
Gilmore.
right. First IG match of the season. Of course, didn't go your way. Just kind of walk me through it. I mean, you got 5 out of 10
She's
in
great,
the first
though.
round, but then you get an opponent's
just-
choice.
it
You get
just
the
didn't
choice.
go her
Kind of walk
way.
me through your thoughts on this match.
I know I really lucked out on that wheel for this match. Just went with my gut with Harry Potter for him since he kind of passed on it because we don't know what all Alex is truly good at. We have a sense of it from this match, but it was kind of a mystery, so I decided to give him what he passed on. And then Star Trek, I picked Star Trek. It was a really tight call. I was down the wire for me because I was trying to pick between Star Trek and MCU. I felt a little bit more stronger about Star Trek actors than I did about MCU actors, which is ultimately why I made that choice. But nerves did get a little to me, so I fell back into multiple choice. But you know what? I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it. The IG, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I am here for the long run. Women like Rachel Cushing and Clark Wolf are heroes to me, and I want to be holding that belt very soon.
All right, but hey, let's hear from Bobby Gucci here. You know, you were attacked earlier on.
First one of
about,
the
you know,
night, second one's coming up soon.
But it
Yeah.
looked like you and Emily were having a lot of conversations, especially
Guaranteed.
opponent spinners. Just kind of walk me through your thought process during the match.
Well, I mean, look, I'm an in-game manager. You know, that's what happens here. What do you think? Managers like talk to their buddies at the house? Like that doesn't work that way.
Did I just say he won?
Look, here's what happened here. I think.
So he's an in-game manager. He's like, what do you think?
Did I just say he won?
Got the best of her here.
I don't know what I just said.
And now Alex is a great Star Wars champion. There's no question about that. And you know,
Look at me, I'm
that's
just your older
a tight
brother.
match
Yeah,
here and there.
you never listened to me anyway, so I don't know why exactly.
Kind of was the deciding factor,
Whatever.
Unfortunately, but look, she's a great.
I thought I said like he's got his
she'll be
first
back.
win already, and his second win is
You know, the
guaranteed,
Finstock Exchange,
which he did not win.
No one's perfect
Here?
You know?
The second win, the second match,
But anyway.
he's gonna win.
Anyway, she'll be back. I think she's fantastic in what she does. We'll go back and study.
Why do we put a camera on
We'll
ourselves?
take it from there. We
I
got
don't
a
get it.
strong team that are here to help her for sure.
Absolutely, y'all make some noise. Emily Rose Jacobson, Finstock Exchange. Thank y'all so much.
All right, so Emily Rose Jacobson and, Emily Rose saying she's disappointed, but I love her spirit. I love her spirit, and I love the fact that, she wants to go back. She wants to play for the championship. This did not put her
Oh, it's some
away
sportsmanship.
from playing in the
Good experience gives you a leg up on everybody else who has not competed in a live event. She knows what that's like when she gets back in the studio or another live event. She's going to feel that much more prepared. Looking forward to a bright future from her.
Me too. And now you know that Roxy's got to be riding high because this is a 4-point swing for the rock stars because Innergeekdom matches alone with a win is worth 3 points, with a knockout is an extra point. So that's a 4 point. Four points for we have for the Rockstar. So I'm sure she's feeling really good. And the Star Wars champion, who is now undefeated in live events and undefeated in the Innergeekdom division. Here's Brad Gilmore with Roxy Stryer and Alex Damon.
Here we are, Alex Damon winning his debut in Innergeekdom. Through those first 2 rounds, only missing 3 questions. You went 8 for 10
Which is
in
weird to
round
see him
1.
miss questions.
You had one.
I'm not
slip
used to
up
seeing him
in
miss
the second
questions.
round.
Yeah.
I mean, walk me through it. How did you feel after that round 1? Were there nerves being at Innergeekdom? Kind of walk me through your process.
I mean, yeah, now I know how it feels to miss a question.
There it is.
Yeah. I mean, it hits you, and then to have to go to multiple choice in round 2, like, this is how it feels to be not sure of a win.
Right. Well, when
this is how it
when you
feels to
get
be a normal
opponent's
person.
Choice, after spinning away from
Common
Wizarding
folk.
World,
Yeah.
if she gets spinners,
Non-champions.
Point man, I might be dead in the water here.
Of the peons.
Yeah.
I mean,
until they're below.
I wish I had spun Star Wars. I got greedy, and I went for it. But, no, I was nervous, but I fought through it.
And Roxy, I mean, this is your first match of the season, first win of the season, obviously off to a great start. You won this battle with Tom Dagnino, but kind of walk me through what you were thinking as the match unfolded. I mean, opponents, spinners, obviously that wasn't what you wanted to see, but your guys still pulled out.
The fact that we did have that on the wheel, opponents and spinners, and he still was able to win, means he's going to go far in this division, and I'm so proud and so impressed of him. It's really hard to go from Star Wars to IG, and what he did today shows that he's a real competitor, and people should be on the lookout for him. When it comes to Tom, I hope he's off crying in a corner somewhere right now. Emily is great, and I hope she finds a better manager.
Ooh. Now, Alex, what can we expect going forward? You got this Star Wars championship around your...
That's Robert Parker. That's Robert Parker.
Second
what is
round
Robert
draft
Parker
pick.
doing here? He hasn't even debuted yet.
Hasn't
Robert
played a
Parker.
match.
I'm here to deliver a message. Not on behalf of Kaiser, but on behalf of the entire dungeon.
Ooh.
Alex, you did well today. I got to commend that. You've conquered the Star Wars division, and now you're here in IG. But I guarantee you, I know more about Potter and Trek and really all of the IG divisions better than you. And better than anybody.
Let's look at a moxie on this kid.
I'm here to take this division by storm. And I'm ready to take on anybody they're willing to throw at me. Ace, Damon, Emily, Hannah, Chandru, Kalinowski, Kanopik, anybody. I will.
Who are you?
This is a new... This right here is a new era. I'm not just here to play in it, I'm here to dominate it. The entire dungeon is here to dominate it. And there's not a single thing any of you dicky-doos in this league can do to stop us.
All right, well, that was Robert Parker, the spider, who was a fan.
He just said Dickie Doos.
Bought a ticket tonight and then hopped the stage. Good security, BC.
Who was that? Because I'm pretty sure he hasn't played a single game before. A lot of big talk for him coming out here and never having played. And thanks for interrupting.
Ooh,
his
go
moment
watch
to
the
shine,
fan
by the
leagues
way.
and then make
Really
those
sweet.
comments.
And also, if you guys think that I'm stupid enough to not know that 100% Kaiser did that, then you'd be out of your minds. Kaiser, I see what you're doing, and I know that you're coming for us, and it's not happening. So send whoever you want on to any stage that we just won on. And why don't you give your guys an actual shot and have them play a game before they come up here and interrupt my winner, my champion.
Y'all give it up. Roxy Stryer, the Rockstars, and the winner in his debut in Innergeekdom, the Star Wars champion, Alex Damon. Mark and Christian, back to you.
Well done. Odd turn of events. Yeah. They love Alex. They love Alex. I mean, the guy is, look what he's done. I mean, he's, all of the matches that he's done, this is
If it were anybody else, I'd be like, maybe you should probably not get up on the stage and say anything. But I have a feeling that Robert Parker is going to pretty well earn the right to do whatever he wants in the future.
Apparently, that is Robert the Spider Parker. There has been a lot of There's been a lot of hype behind him. He certainly doesn't. He certainly doesn't seem to be humble.
He's athletic.
Fits in, as Kaiser would say. Well. So it's going to be interesting to see what that
Was
kid
Christian
does.
possessed
But
by
jumping up
Kaiser
on
for a
stage,
second? I mean,
just
it
briefly.
sounded just like him.
Let's see how this shakes out, kids.
There to be able to back it up. You're
Dicky
going to interrupt
doos.
Alex Damon's ceremonial victory lap, as it were. I'm looking right now. A lot of people tweeting. Hashtag Schmoedown ATL. It has started to trend, ladies and gentlemen. That's thanks.
Keep
to
it
you
going.
and everybody watching.
Continue on the trend here, because as we get to our main event, we are going to be hashtagging once again Schmoedown, ATL, and Murrell versus Bateman. So make sure that you guys are tweeting that.
See
out.
that? Look, we're right next to Quantum Leap and Queso Blanco from Chipotle.
Amazing.
Good
so
company.
Make, so make sure you do that for sure. And the other thing, I have some big news that we can make official.
Anytime to be
On
next
sale
to
right
Scott
now. There are
Bakula
about 20
and
tickets available
what was his
right
name?
now
I just had
for
it.
April 25th. We're
Dean
going back to
Stockwell.
Houston.
Sure.
We are going to be at
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Dean Stockwell
Booker
from
T,
that
World
fantastic
Gym
show,
Arena.
Quantum
Booker T
Leap.
is gonna
Yeah,
have us
sure.
back, and
I
we
like
have
queso.
some great matches. We are
Oh, yeah,
going to be
queso.
having
Wait, did they say
a big
Chipotle?
title
Yeah.
match is all I can say. There'll be
Queso
a title
Blanco.
match that night, so make sure you
Which
get your
roughly
tickets.
translates
And get
to
tickets
the
for
white cheese.
Free-for-all, March 21st. If you can make it to
Which
Los
Chipotle
Angeles,
is the
California,
white
40
Mexican food,
competitors.
so.
Last person standing gets a title shot of their choosing.
All right, my man.
I'm
Well,
a
we had
Freebirds
really
man
good
myself.
Innergeekdom match.
I
You
love
want to,
Freebirds.
call it a
Get out of
day?
here. Yeah, sure.
Go get a beer?
How many times can we milk that joke? All right, so that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event.
The main event!
Ding, ding, ding.
You can feel it. You can feel it. The energy mark, everything that's been happening with this match so far. Now, the thing is, even though these are two respected members of their own faction on the Finstock Exchange, both Ben Bateman and Dan Murrell, it, as Roxy had alluded to before, it has not been peace and harmony in the Finstock Exchange. There has been some arguing about who was going to manage. At one point, Dagnino said nobody's going to manage. He made that official. And then, because he didn't tell any of his players, and they said, no, we didn't know about that, he's like, you know what, it's not official. Now, Roca will be managing Dan.
Roca's managing Dan.
And
You know what the great thing
Ben
about
wasn't a big
letting
fan of that,
it
said a lot
roll
of that
this
on
entire
backstage,
time
so
is?
there was some turmoil.
I'm going to grab
listen,
something for
Dagnino
the
is
laptop so it doesn't
managing
die
Bateman.
real quick.
But
But
what
we're rolling.
happened, it just seems like now it's
I'll be
kind
back.
of all
Don't worry about
smoothed out, or did it?
I have no idea, and that's one of the many fun aspects of this match, which, like you said, championship
This doesn't
match,
work real
5
well because the
rounds to
video's
quote
like right below my
Tarzan
chin
songwriter
at this
Phil
point.
Collins,
Yeah.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Do, 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 do.
Well, the
And of course they
energy-
make the
you're
Phil
right, the
Collins
energy
reference.
out-
I knew they were going to make the Phil Collins reference.
Coming in the air tonight?
Yeah, he did the whole drums thing.
And their careers so interesting.
Exactly,
You look at
sounded
Dan
it
Murrell
just
and
like
what
that
he has
too.
done. He's an absolute legend of the game. He's a 3-time champion. He's never
Don't
lost.
bump the camera.
He's never lost a live event. He's never lost when he was going after a championship.
You can bump
He's
the laptop.
defended every championship at least once when he's had it. He's the reigning team's champion. I mean, he's got the record in knockouts. He's an overall. He's a Mount Rushmore legend. And you look at what Ben Bateman has been doing. Ben
Plugged
Bateman
into
was
my
a
laptop
500 player at one point last year. He has
So we
gone
can
on
keep
to
watching.
5 straight
Yes.
victories. His last 3 by knockout. He is
Should've
on a
done it
tear
before we
right
started
now.
the camera.
He is on a tear
Whatever.
that we haven't seen. Like no,
You
other.
know,
It's
we're
very
not used
similar
to this. I
what
mean-
it's like Sam Levine had done at one point.
You
This
went
is-
on a nice run like that one time.
yeah, but this is a whole different league
And
now.
Ben had a broken back.
Yeah, well,
I do
Ben
want
Bateman-
some water,
Literally
though.
broke his back.
My
It's
turn.
True. They both, the two of them though, the way that they play the game, they both are like they're like they have like there's like a science between the two of them. The way that they look at it, the gamesmanship between the two of them, sizing each other up, listening to the way that they've been strategizing, not talking to each other with certain.
Last
about
time I was
certain
by
things,
myself.
listening to each other's interviews to pick up little things. Both of these guys know each other so well because
Somebody was
Bateman
playing
managed Murrell
in the
when he
actual
won
Schmoedown
in New
themselves.
York in the earlier this season. So Bateman really knows Murrell, and Murrell really knows Bateman. So this is going to be such a crazy thing tonight. I can't wait.
I was in the room with both of them,
Yeah.
and there was some tension in the air. There was between the
Kate
managers
Makuchi.
or the acting managers too. The only thing that could break the
I was
tension
doing
was the
rhyming.
delivery of pizza.
Yeah,
Just
you need
in
to watch
time.
on some of those
and we all
rhymes.
became friends again. But this night is going to be
She plays the
memorable, not
ukulele.
just for Queso Blanco, now
was
available
on
at
Scrubs.
Chipotle, but also because one of these guys is walking out of here
She was
with
the
a
gooch.
belt. Ask me if I'm ready.
No,
Well, not
Diane
yet.
was the
You gotta
gooch.
find
She was
out.
the
Damn
gooch
it.
on Scrubs.
We need to find out
Ah.
exactly how we got here, and boy, was it a story in general. You ready to get hyped up? Here we go.
We'll see this promo. Let's see this promo. It's fire. Nerd Chronic fire. Nice.
We've had 3 versions of the single belt. Dan Murrell has held all 3 of those versions. Back in 2016, where he won the championship, he won 5 in a row, 4th title defense in all of his runs. First person to ever go to 12 victories, 8 knockouts. He's an absolute legend in the game.
Maybe the greatest player in Schmoedown history.
It is time to step away from the Schmoedown for a while. There's a lot of new blood down there. There's a lot of people that want that belt. And I think now's the perfect time to give all of them a shot at it. My advice would be that if you are carrying that belt on your shoulder, maybe take a look over the other shoulder, because one day I might be one.
There's a lot of pretenders in this league, new teams coming out of the woodwork.
But it does look like Ben and Andrew like being the bad guys right off the bat here.
What's your first name? Dan? Come on, Dan. Murrell, the goat. When you used to win, the man in black, what happened to you? Riley, get your guy out of here. Hey, thanks, Riley. Nothing but respect for that guy. Real champion right there.
That's right. Oh, I'm gonna get Mark Riley. How'd that work out? Without me, you're nothing.
I put my faith in a friend that wasn't a friend at all. This guy didn't have my back. I'm a changed man. For 2 years, I approached this game the wrong way. I didn't respect the game. And in turn, the game did not respect me. You're gonna see the greatest ascension in the history of the Schmoedown this year.
This is the greatest of all time, and he's going to prove it to you time and time again.
Like, who is out there that could still potentially rival you and challenge you?
It's the game. It's luck, it's chance, it's skill. You win or you lose.
He is the youngest champion this league has ever seen. Wow. He has never lost a match.
Get ready. The underdogs are the ones that are coming for you, and they're coming for you every single game.
Bateman is just playing lights out right now. He knocked out the kids. He KO'd Vivian, knocked out Oyama, knocked him out.
What if I just took these 2 on?
Dan Murrell, Ben Bateman going at the title. Wow.
This is Ben Bateman's biggest challenge.
Greatest right now,
This
greatest
is the
of all
biggest
time.
challenge of my career, and it's the biggest single match I've ever played.
It'll solidify him as a champion. There's all this stuff with Ben. Ben's a great comeback story.
A man who earned everything that he's absolutely had here in the movie trivia Schmoedown. Nothing was handed to him. Everything was earned.
This is about legacy. This is about cementing your place in history.
Ben Bateman, who has said that he wants to be the best in the league.
Look, if you want to be the best of all time, you know exactly what you have to do, and this guy is the best of all time.
Legend versus legend. Champion versus champion.
These 2 guys probably might go 30 questions into sudden death before somebody actually comes out the victor.
Dan Murrell never lost in a live event, has never lost when he was going for the title, could walk out of Atlanta and become a 4-time champion.
What a moment. It's going to go down in history as an all-timer.
I'm the greatest player that's ever played this game, and you're gonna see why right now.
Yes! Oh, this is gonna be a good match. Oh, that's good stuff.
Are you ready for this match?
That
I am. Wow.
good stuff right there.
I can't wait for it, Mark. They're pumped. They're ready to go. You know, I see that promo, and the one thought in my mind is we got to never let Dagnino wear shorts on stage. Ever again.
So much, and even we said this could be the.
You might need to plug in my computer too.
Murrell with a title, or it could be only the 5th champion in history to defend the championship. Only Murrell and Riley and Levine and Oyama have done it before. So can Bateman do it? Can Bateman defend it? And what
killed all the hype. We were right there.
Going to be very
just
interesting.
had the
and another announcement
energy from the promo.
This was something that
I'm plugging my computer.
About it too.
Well, I wanted to wait till the promo was over.
When factions play against each other in a situation like this, when you are not, if you're in a faction against each other, the number one contender normally would get 1 point, even if he lost. That will not happen tonight because it's a faction on faction. So only the winner will receive points.
Only the winner will receive points. That is going to happen throughout the entire league. That is part of the decision in general. The managers have been told about this, and so have the players.
You get a point for being in a title
match.
match.
Player will win points.
There's not going to be an extra point
History on the
given
line here
for
tonight,
one of
Christian.
them
We're
being
about
in a
to meet the
title match.
competitors. We're getting
It's-
ready to go. The seatbelts
it's
are
the points
buckled.
that
The tray table's
the winner
upright.
wins.
Are you ready? Pump.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Those
time
are the only points they receive for this match. Is whatever the winner wins.
Schmoedown! 5 rounds for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger.
Always weird to hear that Murrell's the challenger.
Stock Exchange, led to the ring by his team partner, the outlaw John Roca. With a record, 13 wins, 5 defeats, and 8 knockouts. He's the former 3-time Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World and the reigning team champion, Dangerous Dan Murrell! Listen to
So
the
BC.
crowd go nuts. Here's Roca. There he is. There's Murrell. Walking down both of the belts.
Just looking for the hats at this point.
Yeah.
BC pumping up the crowd.
That's the other thing. If Dan gets the belt off Bateman, Dan finally becomes double belted.
Oh, yeah.
Finally becomes double belted. Dan hasn't been double belted. No.
So all the times we've seen him with 2 belts, it's been...
He's had the movie fights belt.
It's the movie fights belt, yeah.
He's not been double belted in the Schmoedown yet. Is that hard to believe? That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
But this is the first time that he's had the team's belts, so... And he hasn't competed in Star Wars or Innergeekdom yet, so...
Well, he is going for Innergeekdom.
Yeah. So right now, this is his... He's going to be on... He could start on a path right now to potentially being the first person to be triple belted. If he dominates Innergeekdom.
Yeah.
Which is a hard uphill.
Just hashtag Murrell 3 belts doesn't have the same ring to it.
Danny 3 belts?
Danny 3 belts. Well, he kind of strikes me as the type of person who probably hates being called Danny.
Probably. I don't know. Triple Dan.
That is it. There he is. And both the founding fathers on
Hashtag
stage
Triple Dan.
together. Look at this. Look at him rounding up once again. Dan Murrell looking up. He's been here before. Loving it. There he is. Teams champs. The founding fathers.
Give Roca a mic.
Now the other thing that the factions have also agreed to tonight, the faction has also agreed tonight that no one will cut promos in respect for each other. They're not going to cut promos tonight. They're just going to play the game and let the trivia talk for them. That's what they said. They're going to let
I mean,
the
that
trivia
makes
talk
sense.
for
What,
'em.
like all of a sudden
So
you're supposed to like start talking
promos
trash
from either
against your
Dagnino
faction mate?
or, All
right, good. We might get out of here in a reasonable hour.
Makes things a little awkward.
His opponent.
And it saves from Dagnino having to go on another run.
Yeah. Which I feel like we're the ones that lose out on that.
Yeah, kind of. I do enjoy hearing him impart wisdom to the masses. Wisdom.
Representing the Finstock Exchange.
Also.
With a record of 10 wins.
BC come out again?
5 defeats.
He ran like all the way back so he could come back out again. Yes.
Oh, and Emily.
2019 Ultimate Schmoedown Singles winner and the reigning
Oh, good lord.
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, Ben the Boss Bateman!
Ooh.
New song by David B. It's pumping out through the crowd. I love it. David B. is rocking
What's funny is I remember WWE or WWF, I believe at the time, would release like albums of all the entrance music.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do that, because that will sell like hotcakes through the Schmoedown fan community.
Kinda. I mean, they've done like Spotify playlists before where they've had everyone's entrance music, but that was back when they were using like actual tunes, like say Patriots using the flogging
Shipping up to Boston.
Flogging Molly or Dropkick Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys. Shipping up to Boston.
Yeah, Shipping up to Boston. I always get the two bands confused.
Flogging Molly's was the one from the skating game.
Oh, from Final Fantasy 4. Find ourselves in the same old mess, singing drunken lullabies.
Yeah.
Which you can understand why I confused the two bands.
Yeah.
Basically the same band. Man, this is good stuff. Everybody's got belts up there.
There's a whole lot of shininess on stage.
So,
including Dagnino's pants.
As we now, the champion set.
I like the scarf.
What's that? The champion set, the challenger set. And wait. So Dagnino. Oh, Dagnino is taking the mic.
Who?
Dagnino is taking the mic. Okay.
Woo-wee.
Here we go.
What a tangled web we weave here. This is a win-win situation. I seem to keep putting myself in those. Look, what you're getting here is the creme de la creme.
Your belly button?
No.
You're getting two of the best players that ever played this game. Somebody called me up the other day. They go, Gucci. They go, do you think this is going to be the biggest match of all time? I go, you're goddamn right it is. Look, the GOAT against the current GOAT. Let's see what happens.
All right, that's it. All right. So now Dagnino has gone, and we are ready to get. All right, now.
Oh, no.
Roka's taking the mic. Now Roka's taking the mic. All right, I guess we're getting promos.
He's right. They're both great. Let's go.
For those of you who understand English, Christian Harloff said there'd be no promos. But once again, we got a communication issue in the Finstock Exchange.
Oh, jeez.
As Tom just did a promo for his boy. Call him the current GOAT. That's cute. I like that. I got nothing but love for Ben Bateman. He's earned his shot. He earned it, and he took care of business and won that title. I know what that feels like. I know what it's like to be on a journey coming down from where the lowest you can be and getting to the top of the pile. And I got nothing but love for you, brother man. You earned it, and you're a great champion. But tonight, in Atlanta, Hotlanta, you are taking on the greatest of all time, the GOAT, the man who wins championships like you eat breakfast, which means it happens every day. He is the best of all time to do it.
When I remember.
And he's here to prove it to everyone, including you, Ben. You got to learn where you belong in the pecking order, my man.
Ooh. Ooh.
And we're about to find out. Tom, that's it. That's enough out of you. Let's do this.
All right, so John Roca throwing down the heat. He says, all right, Dagnino, you want to do it? I'll do it too. And both Dagnino, Roca have their last word, and now we have Murrell and Bateman set. The energy is hyped. We are ready. Mark, how you feeling?
I'm good now that the table's back. I'm fine.
Do you have a tail of the tape for me?
This is tense.
Look at Ben Bateman.
All right.
I'm not even
Look
really
at
talking about the
new
match.
releases,
Now
you
I'm
look at
talking about
Oscars,
the Defense Stock
When you look
Exchange.
at Dan Murrell, you think
Oh.
Steven Spielberg movies.
I thought you
and
were talking
also
about, like,
think
my shoulder, 'cause
classics.
it's
He can
been-
go in the
No,
Wayback
bomb's dropping.
Machine. Ben
Here's
Bateman
about your shoulder.
Focusing on what's coming out now, but they both know a lot about each and every category on that wheel,
Nobody else.
including opponent's choice.
Well,
They do.
When I ask you, let's start then with the rules of round number 1. There's 5 rounds for the championship. So how do the rules for now number 1 work?
Gentlemen, it is a 5-round match. It is the championship match. However, round number 1 plays like a normal round 1 in the movie Trivia Schmoedown singles.
What's
The
gonna
best
happen
8
after this
questions from
match?
Different corners of movie Trivia Schmoedown know-how. Each question.
I don't
worth
know.
1 point. No
There's
penalty for missing a
there's
question.
some
There is no
really
stealing
like on
in round number
edge.
1. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout
Something's
the duration
brewing
of
and
the-
it doesn't
again,
feel right.
5-round
What happens to the
match.
Defense
If you
Stock
heard a question
Exchange
right,
after
you
this
invite yourself
match?
some time, use a JTE rule.
Do
You
they
also
really?
each
Is
have
it?
one
Are they really
challenge
gonna
to
be
use at
like,
any point
oh,
throughout
Ben's gonna
the match?
continue holding the belt,
Each and every
or
question
hey,
in
he's
round
gonna hand
number
over the
1
belt,
will
and
be
everyone's
about
like,
movie
all right,
First
cool.
Man.
Let's all just go back to
We're good.
normal.
All right, well, we start with the champion. Are you ready?
Whatever happens, the exchange walks out with the belt. So
All right.
I'm ready.
We ask.
Accurate.
I mean,
We
Yeah.
ask the challenger, are you ready?
Ring the bell.
Then let's get ready
Ding,
to
ding.
Schmoedown! All right.
Huh, gotta take
Here we
points
go.
off from the last one.
And a reminder
Can-
about
can't
the
I keep mine
challenger
on?
and the champion. If you do have a challenge, to signal to
Oh, that's right.
your
This is a
managers,
championship
tell them
match.
your
These are gonna be
challenge,
some hard
and
questions.
Can we have
tell
rollover
us.
points, please?
Do not
Yeah.
shout it into the microphone.
And to the crowd, please, please, for the love of God, don't say the answer.
Yes. All right.
I just beg you.
Here we go. Round number 1. Question number 1. Action adventure. Who directed the 90s action film Face Off?
I just don't want him to say the answer.
Once
Here's the
occasion.
occasional, Oh,
Right.
then we can.
That's all right.
I am
Reactions,
blinking
we can
right
live with
now.
that. 5,
So hard.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
There's
down.
doves in that
Bateman.
movie.
Yeah.
I got John Woo.
That is correct. Dan?
Sir John Woo.
John Woo, nice.
Sir John.
Well done. Well done.
Challenge it.
Well done.
Challenge it.
Prompting the champion to maybe challenge that. Like what he's doing there. All right.
Was
question
John
2.
Woo knighted by the Queen?
You can have this one, Dan.
All right, gentlemen. Your next question, your
great.
second in round number 1 comes.
You
from
know
the
Bateman's
comic
laughing
book
about that
movie.
one too.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the film Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Good movie.
Scott Pilgrim not with us tonight, but watching from home. In Scott Pilgrim versus the World, how many total evil X's must Scott defeat? Got any?
That was
one-
the fastest
That one
number
I-
I've ever written.
I really like that movie.
Save that
That's a
for rest
really
of
good
the line.
movie.
Yeah.
5,
It's just so
4,
quirky and fun.
3.
So he said Scott Pilgrim. I was like,
2,
please ask about the
1.
X. How many X's?
7?
Yes, sir. Ben.
7.
7
game.
evil X's.
Siete.
Go.
Siete
All right.
evil X's. I
right.
don't know
Dramas.
those words in Spanish.
Dramas. What 2018 historical drama stars Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz, and Olivia Colman?
Nailing that pronunciation.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
I appreciate that. That's
I
it.
believe Olivia Colman won
Not
for this
taking the
movie.
question off. Fair enough. Tune
She
in.
won an award for
Five.
For
it.
the next one.
4,
Am I getting this title
3,
right?
2, 1. Pens down. And Ben.
I had the favorite.
Yes.
Oh.
Dan.
The favorites.
Perfect.
Yeah, I put the Queen.
Perfect. All right.
The favorite.
They both got the U in there.
So
Yeah,
far,
that's
so
not
good.
correct.
3-3 on both Dan and Merle. Who will strike first?
All
Here we
right,
go.
gentlemen, and a reminder to the crowd, if both gentlemen or either one gets all 8 questions right in round number 1, there will be a bonus question, also worth 1 point. Category 4 is in the world of famous actors and actresses, people with bigger bank accounts than the guy talking right now. And your question, what actor played the real-life individuals Jim Lovell, Richard Phillips, and Walt Disney? Famous person in the crowd for us, you know who? Who? My buddy Doug, who introduced us back in 2003. Awesome.
Thanks.
I mean,
thanks.
5,
thanks, Franks.
4,
I mean, I had it off
3,
of Jim Lovell. Lovell.
2.
I can't
Repeat
say his
question.
name.
Yeah.
Famous actors and actresses. The question, what
Really?
actor played the real-life individuals Jim Lovell,
Apollo 13.
Richard Phillips, and Walt Disney?
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
Famous person.
Captain Phillips, Walt Disney was saving Mr. Banks.
Yep.
Good shout.
If they use a cheesy,
And Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, that's good. 5, 4.
What other real people did he?
What
I
a
mean,
career.
technically, Philadelphia was based off a true story as well. So,
Lord Tom Hanks.
Yes, sir.
I think he is a lord. I think actually he's a lord. Yeah, I think he's a lord.
I had Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. is
Tom
correct.
Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Bibiani just woke up in a cold sweat. All right. Fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi is your next category. Which actress stars as a character called the Major in 2017's Ghost in the Shell?
Somebody's watching.
Oh,
this the first movie trivia Schmoedown.
yes.
Like, I didn't know John.
You see which
was
actress
in that?
co-stars?
No.
That's how rumors get started.
Look.
5.
Did you know Marilyn Manson?
Who plays the Major in Ghost in the Shell?
3, 2. And what's with the gerbil? 1. Pens.
The Major was the lead girl in that.
Pens down.
What are you doing?
Oh,
The lead
come on, they didn't
woman.
know unless you know.
Yeah.
Pens down.
That's what I was
And
going with.
Ben Bateman.
I had Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
Because
And-
I don't remember
Scarlett Johansson.
Got it.
anybody else who was in that movie.
ScarJo.
Scarlett Johansson.
What are you doing? Next question.
Your next question comes in the world of comedies.
It's about time we get to the comedy.
That's why I was saying, like, did he say co-star? Because if he said co-star, then it's not Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
Here, come here. You beat me over the head with this thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Your question. What spoof movie franchise had the installments The Smell of Fear and The Final Insult?
I love this question.
Good question.
Love it.
Good question.
Who strikes first? Will it be Dan Murrell?
Spoof movie franchise?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're actually both striking a lot. It's whoever's going to
miss first.
Yeah.
Really
5.
sad to say, I just watched the very first one a few days ago
3. You're gonna
for the
miss
first
one,
time, and it was good.
Okay, I don't think I'm correct
Pens down, please. We start with Dan.
The Naked Gun.
Yes, sir. And
Ow.
Didn't have it.
Ben. Didn't have it.
The Naked Gun.
Murrell hits first.
Yeah. No, I put.
Murrell
I
hits first.
honestly,
There you
like,
go.
I'll be honest.
There you
I put
go.
Scary Movie.
Murrell strikes first.
Smell of Fear.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And then you said what you said. I was like,
Horror
I'm not right.
Thriller. Who plays Lisbeth Salander in 2018's The Girl in the Spider's Web?
That's a well-read question.
Oh.
I appreciate that very much.
It's
Put a little
two
English
possible
on the,
ones.
year.
Well, I got to tell you, I got to be honest with you.
And I can't remember the name of the other one, so
show that's just
I'm
like
gonna
all
go
of
with the
your
one
friends
whose
in the
name I remember.
neighborhood. And then there was Three-Eyed Johnny down the street.
And let's hope
5.
that I've got the right one.
4,
I can't remember who played her in that one.
2, 1.
I know Rooney
and
Mara
Ben.
was in the first
I
one.
had Claire Foy.
Yes, Dan
Yeah.
Murrell.
Claire Foy.
Oh,
Dan Murrell
shoot.
has not missed.
No way.
Dan Murrell.
Did they just get a blue screen of death on there?
No. Yeah, I put Numi Rapace because she's the one who played the other one.
All right,
My brain did
gentlemen.
not click. 2018 was.
No, I always wondered
the
why we didn't do
new one.
every match like this. You people are animals.
What do you think,
Scoreboard
Dan? You want to
says-
restart?
You can't do
Scoreboard
this
says
to
7-6.
us.
That's the accurate score. Meaning
Our
Dan
nerves
Murrell
are on
has
a razor's edge.
perfect round. So far, Dan, you one more
Wait,
question. to
Numi
get a perfect round number one.
Rapace
Ben trails
was
by
the
only a
one
point.
from the British
And your
version
last question
of
in
it.
round
Rooney
number
Mara
one
was the
comes from the
American
world of
version
animated
of Dragon
movies.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
And your
I
query
guess.
is, what film features such characters as Oogie Boogie and the clown with the tearaway face? Which are two other people that Christian grew up with.
That's right.
Ooh, it's a long title.
You see franchise?
5,
No,
Okay.
it's not a
4.
franchise.
Yeah.
3,
That's what I thought.
2, 1. Pens down. Dan for a perfect round.
The Nightmare Before
This
Christmas.
Yes, sir. And
Didn't have it.
didn't have it.
Nightmare Before
Wow.
Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Massive here because
I thought I heard franchise. If I heard franchise, I was like,
Dan Murrell
Scarlett
has
Johansson?
an opportunity now to go up by 3 if he hits
That was a
this.
callback joke, folks.
Bonus question. Which 80s action film is known for this line? Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
Die Hard.
That's what Doug told me when I
Yeah,
put it away.
that is Die Hard. Come
Die
out to
Hard.
the
That
coast.
is correct. One more
Yep.
point. Dan Murrell is
have a
up
few
9-6.
laughs.
9-6,
Wow.
Dan Murrell. And a 3-point lead for the former champion over
3
the
points
current
is.
champion.
Oh.
Hannah So strong he broke the table.
Now wait a minute. Wait. How do you guys, out of everything you've been set up, everything, how do you not say you had one job out of the whole night? All right. So now we get to round number 2, Mark. It is chaotic. It is awesome.
Jeez.
What is round number 2?
So Merle's up by
Round
3
number 2
points.
is the wheel round as
In
Brandon
this
so
match,
generously
that's
donated
life
the
or
wheel
death.
from home. Ben,
Currently for Bateman.
Dan, you each get a spin at the wheel. Please spin from the wheel.
I
and
know
not
the
the
wheel
pegs.
is
On that
possibly
wheel, you're
going to
eventually
tip
gonna settle
things
on a
one way or
category
another,
that
or
contains
they'll
4
just
questions of movie,
be
trivia,
symmetrical
Schmoedown,
in their
and know-how.
pointage.
Each question is worth 2 points. No penalty
That's
for missing a question. There is
symmetrical and
stealing
pointage.
in round number 2. If you're not sure the answer, ask us for multiple
That's
choice. We'll
a
give you 4
t-shirt,
options,
I'm
one of which
sure
is
at
the
some
correct
point.
answer. At that point, the value of the question
Cinefanatics.
goes down to 1.
Symmetrical
Ben Bateman currently
in
holding the belt. However, you find yourself trailing by 3 to
I
Dan
swear if that
Murrell.
takes
So
off.
Dan, the choice is yours. Would you like to spin first or defer to your belted and scarved opponent?
I will defer.
Going to defer to the champion.
Ben Bateman spins.
Now, the champion always... Here's the spin. Now remember, the champion has the opportunity to put opponents and spinners on there, and Ben has done that. What is that? Fantasy sci-fi? Spinning it again.
Spinning it again. It's maybe a strength for Murrell, too. So
Yeah, now remember also, Dan Murrell tonight trying to become the second player in history to become double belted with singles and teams.
currently owns the team belt.
He has the team
The founding fathers.
Here's the spin
He's trying to do
by
what Sam Levine did.
Bateman. And we're at, what is it? Nora Ephron. All
Big
right.
fan.
Ooh.
Nora Ephron movies it is.
New category.
All right, Nora Ephron, 4 questions. Nora Ephron.
It's going to be fun.
Ben, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Ben, first question. Nora Ephron directed which movie based on a 60s TV sitcom starring Nicole Kidman and Will Ferrell?
Bewitched, yeah.
Bewitched.
2 points.
60s TV
All right.
sitcom, Nicole Kidman. Got it.
Question number 2. Nora Ephron wrote the screenplay for 1990's My Blue Heaven, in which what famous comedian plays a mobster who moves to suburbia? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Steve Martin.
Yes.
Oh,
gets it.
I was thinking Steve Martin.
All right.
He's
Dang.
got the lead, Christian.
I'm just going to say things next
Question
time.
number 3. What performer stars in the Nora Ephron films Michael and Lucky Numbers?
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
That's correct.
The kid knows his Ephron.
And last question here. All right. Which actress, known for TV's The Simpsons, stars as a single mom turned stand-up comic in Nora Ephron's directorial debut, This Is My Life?
What's her name that plays...
Marge.
Was it Marge?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Julie Kavner.
Yeah.
2 points. Wow.
I just thought Julie Kavner just as he said. I was like, that.
I like what
Yep.
you did there. I
Wow.
like what you did there.
Standing ovation for a perfect round.
I like what you did there.
That
Good
was
acting.
impressive.
Good acting.
He did
Yeah.
a perfect
I like what
round
he did.
2.
All right, so
On
the
a new
champion-
category.
On a new category.
John?
And
The
Nora
champion-
Ephron.
The champion shows why he's the champion. He took it and he ran with it.
Wow.
Great round. But now the former
That's-
champ and the team
that is
champion,
impressive.
Dan Murrell,
Yeah.
it's his time to spin. Only down by 5. All right, Dan, go ahead, Dan.
Here comes Murrell.
It was a big round by Bateman.
That's a huge
It
round.
was a great round by you. Oh. Dan Murrell, aggressive spin. All looking at it.
John Roca will be telling
It
us the
is.
category.
Anne Hathaway. Gonna keep it.
He's going to keep
All
it.
right. Gonna keep Hathaway.
This is the level we're playing
All right,
at now,
Anne
guys.
Hathaway.
Nora Ephron and Anne Hathaway. Let's just go with it.
Both edge of your seat questions. Here we go.
Wow.
Edge of your seat categories.
Colossal.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Dan, are you ready?
Yep.
Dan Murrell, 4 questions in the world of Anne Hathaway. Each
Devil
one's
Wears
worth
Prada.
2 points. Your first.
Princess Diaries.
Anne Hathaway co-stars
Love and Other Drugs.
with Julie Andrews in what 2001 Disney family film?
Princess Diaries.
Princess Diaries.
The Princess Diaries.
2 points.
All right. Dan makes it 14-11. 14-11.
All right, your next question. In the film Colossal, a giant monster inexplicably attacks what Asian country whenever Anne
South
Hathaway's
Korea.
character gets drunk?
South Korea, yeah.
It's Seoul, South Korea.
5, 4.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Japan, B, China, C, Vietnam, or D, South Korea?
Japan.
That is incorrect, Ben. I'm going to give you your 4 options again. Is it A, Japan, B, China, C, Vietnam, or D, South Korea?
China.
Looking for South Korea.
No,
That's the answer. South
Dan missed,
Korea.
but no steal.
I do like the way Bateman plays is he just stands there and he's like, you can tell he's completely focused
Dan Murrell,
on.
2 questions left.
Yeah, he just takes his
Penultimate Anne
time.
Hathaway question. Anne Hathaway appears in The Dark Knight Rises and what other film from director Christopher Nolan?
Interstellar.
Yes, it is.
Correct.
Interstellar,
Yes.
yeah.
So Dan right now can go up
Here's
by
the race
one.
of me trying to say it before Dan Murrell.
Yeah.
Go up by 1 here if
The answer is
he
Interstellar.
hits this question.
It's great math on your part, Christian, and we're ready to go.
All right, sorry. Here we go, Mark.
With the last Anne Hathaway question. The world of Anne Hathaway. The question is, in the film Les Miserables, what is the title of the song that Fantine, Anne Hathaway's character, famously sings during her moment of
Yep.
despair?
I dreamed a dream.
I dreamed a dream.
I dreamed a dream.
And Murrell goes up by 1. Back and forth they go. First round, Murrell's up. Bateman has a hell of a round, but it shows you that 1 point steal could have been big.
So,
Murrell finds himself
match of the year already?
As we
It's going to be in
round
contention.
number 3, it's the betting round, Mark. How does that go?
The betting round works like this. The wheel once again.
I hope they go
because
neck and neck the
Brandon
entire
Hand loves
time,
being
and
on
if
stage.
Murrell wins this, he's winning by that
It's gonna be
1
placed
point.
on that table.
Accurate.
Really, you want
So
to
the
see them go into
competitor that is
overtime.
currently in the
Oh,
lead,
yeah.
In this case, Dan Murrell is going to be spinning that wheel one more time, hopefully a little gentler than he did previously.
Yeah, we got 5 rounds in this too, though,
Whatever category it
so
settles on,
anything could
the
happen
question
still.
in that
I
genre is
mean,
gonna be
we
asked
got
to
5
the
rounds.
field
I
of both
don't want to see it to go
competitors.
into
Once we
overtime,
land
but
on
I
the
do.
category,
I do want to see
each
it.
competitor's gonna wager
That's true,
an
just
amount of
based
points.
on
They can wager as many as 3
I
points.
haven't
They
eaten
can
yet,
wager as little as 0 points.
which is a
If they
Cinefanatic
get
normal.
the question correct, they gain
I
that
always-
many
we always
points.
shoot
They get
these
the
before
question
eating.
wrong, they lose.
I haven't
that
slept
many
yet.
Points. All right, so Dan Murrell,
In 2
step on up
days.
and give
Feels
it a
like
spin.
that.
What it hits. Here we go. Now, this was a good strategy, though, on Bateman now to put it opponent's spinner's choice because that is on the wheel. So if it hits opponent's choice, Ben can choose.
He gets to choose
Yeah.
which category he wants, and the
Which?
category is
Opponent's choice. That is
Opponent's
exactly
Oh.
That's exactly why he did
What
it.
is
The
up with
strategy paid
Bateman
off. That's
and
exactly
the
why he did
opponents
it.
and
So he
spinner's
put it
choice
on
here
there, he put it
at
on
live
there, so it
events?
shows where the gamesmanship of
I
Bateman
don't know,
is,
but
because that is
honestly,
exactly what I
like,
guarantee you he was looking for in that
he's
round.
smart.
now Ben Bateman
He's
is
smart
gonna
with that.
confer
Like,
with an
people
extra
will give
from
him
the
crap.
movie
I'm sure
Jaws
people will
to
give him
see
crap for
what
that, but
He's allowed to
category
choose it. There's nothing wrong with that.
they want to select.
Well done.
that's
Meets Magic Mike, I think.
them's the rules.
I like it. All right, I need a category. I need a category here. 5.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Oh.
Tyler Perry.
Ooh.
All right.
Medea. Yep.
Tyler Perry movies.
Other Medea
Tyler
movies.
Perry movies.
Star
please
Trek.
Write your points.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Ben,
Right.
I got your. That's your
Alex
number?
Cross.
Got it. I got it. Got it.
All right.
Dan,
That's
when
it.
you can you can just give me a.
Here we go.
Yeah. Ninja
Dan?
Turtles.
Gotcha.
Ah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Baxter.
He was Baxter
go.
Stockman in the second one.
All right.
The second newer one.
Yes.
Which, sorry. Who? All right, in the film Daddy's Little Girls, Gabrielle Union plays a lawyer who falls in love with a single dad played by Idris Elba.
What is his blue-collar profession?
I don't know.
I was just writing down. It plays
Not
out
a
like round one.
single
We'll
clue
ask
on
them
that
for
one.
their answer.
Your collar's black.
15
My
seconds
collar's
to
black,
think,
yeah.
and then round five.
Shirt is black.
4,
I was like, so it's blue? It's not blue.
2.
Repeat the question.
Jeez.
Okay. In Daddy's Little Girls,
Mm.
Gabrielle Union plays a lawyer who falls in love with a single dad, played by Idris Elba. What is his blue-collared profession?
This is where it starts to get really.
He's an account manager.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with Dan. How many points?
0.
And
Construction worker?
incorrect.
Oh,
We don't
blue
lose
collar.
any points. You chose how many points?
3.
And you said?
Mechanic.
That's correct.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's how you play that.
Ben Bateman takes the lead.
Massive.
17 to 15.
Massive.
Look, win or lose, that is a
However,
master strategist to
strategy on Murrell
move.
to bet nothing.
Yeah.
Murrell bet nothing, and it didn't hurt him.
I've said before,
Yeah.
Bateman is the best strategist in the game right now.
Brilliant play by Murrell, who bet
Yeah.
nothing, and he's only down by 2 as opposed to be down a lot more. Smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
All right. So we get
Dan
into
did the right thing, too.
The fourth
Dan played that
round
right
now.
also by not betting
It is
anything.
the speed round, Mark. How's that go?
Oh, boy.
Because if he had bet 3, he would be down by 5 points
In
right
just a
now.
second, I'm going to stroll over to each competitor, and they're going to have a buzzer that looks a lot like this. The question is asked. 5 questions in total. As soon as the question is
Bateman
asked,
out here
a
showing
competitor
why
may
he's got that
buzz
belt
in.
right now.
Once I say your name, you have exactly 2 seconds to answer the question correctly. If you get the question right within the 2 seconds, you get a point. If you miss the
Jeez.
question or you do not answer correctly within the 2-second time limit, you lose.
Match
a
is good,
point.
but again,
Now, I'm
what's
gonna
going to
take off
happen
my
to the
headset,
Finstock
turn into a
exchange
Home
once this
Shopping
is
Network
over?
host and walk on over
Are we-
in between
I
these
mean,
2 great players.
It's
There's gonna be a fracture,
it's exactly
right?
what we thought it would
There's gonna be a
and
fracture
it's
in
back
this.
and forth, back
somewhere.
and forth. First round, Murrell takes the lead. Second round, Murrell keeps the lead. Third round, Bateman
I take it back.
takes the
It's-
lead. So we're going into the speed
I feel like there's more of a
round
fracture if
here.
Dan wins.
Wow. Okay.
If Bateman
Mark, tell me when
wins,
you're ready.
I think everything plays
Let me
fine.
hear it. How you guys feeling so far?
But if Dan wins,
It's the match we thought it would be.
I think there's a
It's
splinter.
absolutely the match that we thought it would be because you have Murrell and Bateman, 2 of the best playing right now, and it just has gone exactly how we thought it was going to go in that first round. I couldn't believe perfect round and that steal. I thought that steal was everything. Five questions. Remember, wait. 5 questions. Remember that we have, wait for Ellis to call out your name before you answer.
Yeah. So these are orange. Yeah, red. Good.
All right. All right, Mark.
All right, gentlemen. You want to, Chris, you have a couple test questions?
Yeah, we'll do a test one. All right, here we go.
Just buzz in if your name's called.
All right. What color is John Outlaw's hat?
Black.
You got to wait for Ellis, but it's fine. It lit up. All right. Where did Dan Murrell
Hang on, he's got to reset.
What?
Yeah, there we go.
Good. Where did Dan Murrell go to school?
FSU.
I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Turns green, I get called.
I'll do it again.
All right.
I'll do another one. One more. All right, here.
You got it.
This is just
This is
for
riveting
Dan.
television.
Just for Dan.
It's pretty funny.
We'll do something a little harder. What is Steven Spielberg?
Hey, can I thank you.
All
I
right,
appreciate
we'll do
it.
something a little.
but I want to hear Christian.
We'll
Thank
do
you.
something a little harder. What is Steven Spielberg's first name?
Stephen.
Thank you. All right.
James
Here we go.
Mangold.
All right, so it's up and working. Mark,
Harry
you ready?
Potter.
Good? All right.
Oh, I was
so,
doing a thing there.
Dan, are you ready?
Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dan.
I was
you
doing a
ready?
callback to an earlier joke we
I
made.
was doing a callback to Indiana Jones.
Ellis, yeah. Wait for Ellis to say your name before. It doesn't matter if it lights up green. Let Ellis call you out. And then you have 2 seconds after Ellis says your name. Here we go. Question 1. Which actress is the lead in the rom-com 27 Dresses?
Catherine
Heigl.
Yep.
Yes, 1 point. All right.
Question 2. Which MCU film received a Best Picture?
Black Panther.
Infinity War.
Incorrect. Lose a point. Lose a point. 17. Black Panther was the answer. Question 3. Who directed the 2019 film Us?
Jordan Peele.
Yes.
Jordan Peele, yeah.
All right. There we go.
Let's get my
Question
genies mixed
4.
up.
In what year were the comedies Anchorman, Dodge?
2004.
Yes.
Movie release date.
Final question. Final question. Who plays Grocer, the chief rival to John Cusack's character in Grocer?
Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
One more point.
Just watched that last night.
Ben Bateman, 4 out of
Yes.
5.
I will
4
not
out of
be
5.
missing gross point blank
Finds himself
questions
now with a
anymore.
5-point lead.
Yeah.
5-point lead over
Yeah.
Dan Murrell. Finds himself with a 5-point lead over Dan Murrell with that amazing speed round. 4 out of 5 questions.
That was
That's
good.
1 point
Going into the
picked up
last
3. All right, so
round.
You
Yeah.
know, I've done a lot of stand-up and been on TV a few times. That's the most nervous I ever
I'm
get.
sure you
It's
were.
just standing there.
I'm sure.
All right, I will
so
point
Mark-
this out. I did not know how to work the buzzers. Both competitors showed me how to use the buzzer.
All
Thank
right,
you, gentlemen.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the 5th and final round, the championship round.
Down here in Georgia, I do declare.
Good stuff.
I do declare. What are you
Round
declaring?
number 5. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers
Man.
can range from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different corner.
You're
of
going
movie,
through like
trivia,
TSA, you
Schmoedown,
have to declare
goodness.
like, yeah, I
The first
brought
question's
oranges
worth 2
with me.
points. Next one, 3 points. The last one, 5 big points. You're each going to give us 3 numbers. That's how we come up with the categories. There's no stealing, nor is there a penalty for missing a question in round at number 5, but you do have to get us the answer within 15 seconds or use a JTE rule. Ben Bateman, nice round 4 there. Gives you a 5-point lead, so you can give
It's a
us
nice
your
round 4
3
you got
lucky
there.
numbers first. What you got?
I'm going to go 3,
Yeah.
7, and 17.
3, 7, and 17. Dan,
8, 16, and 1.
8, 16, and 1 for Dan. All right, Dan. Dan's going to go first and try to avoid the TKO here. He's going to go with, category 8. Category 8 for Dan. Dan, you chose category 8. That's war movies. War movies. 2-pointer. Who stars as the lead, Anthony Swafford, in the war film Jarhead?
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
2 points for Dan Murrell. All right. So to tie the game here, he has now got to category 16. That's his 3-pointer. That is his 3-pointer. And it is 70s films. 70s films. Dan, who stars as Detective Hercule Poirot?
Hercule Poirot.
Hercules Poirot in Sidney Lumet's 1974 adaptation of Murder on the Orient Express.
Albert Finney.
Tie game. All right.
Hercule
So tie game. He
Poirot.
avoids the TKO. It bounces back to Ben Bateman. Now Ben can put it right back to Dan with just answering his 2-pointer here.
Ben, you selected category number 3, and Mark Mosley's number corresponds to action adventure.
I can do that.
Okay, here we go.
And your question, for 2 points, who plays, in the world of action adventure,
Sorry.
what is the subtitle of the 2003 sequel to Charlie's Angels?
Full Throttle.
Can I give the full title or just the subtitle?
5.
Just the subtitle's fine.
4.
Full Throttle.
2 points. All right. So here is where we stand. Dan Murrell has a 5-pointer. Hits the 5-pointer, then it bounces back to the champion. However, if he misses, Ben Bateman will remain the movie trivia Schmoedown champion. Dan, rom-coms. Rom-coms. Here you go. Michael Cera and Kat Denning starred in this 2008
Nora's
Peter
playlist.
Sollett
Yeah.
rom-com about
Infinite.
two strangers who go in search of their favorite band's secret show.
Nora's Infinite playlist.
Yep.
I was trying to remember that second word.
Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Nick and Nora's Infinite playlist.
Yes, it is.
That's right.
Yes, it is. Dan Murrell hits it. It's going to make it
I
work.
thought that still didn't sound right.
Yeah.
3 points. Unbelievable. Now separate Dan Murrell from Ben Bateman. Ben Bateman still has his 3-pointer, so he could tie it.
And 5
But
points.
even if he misses his question, he can win it outright with the 5-point question. That's right. All right.
No pressure
All right.
whatsoever.
Here we go. So excuse me, Ben Bateman. Ben Bateman now. Here we go. 2 questions remain, Ben, for your 3-point
Nice
question
pull, Dan.
that can tie
Thank you.
you with Dan Murrell.
Thank you.
You chose number 7. And Joe Theismann's number corresponds to classics.
Ooh.
All right.
And your question. Who stars as an aging Broadway actress named Margot Channing in the Academy Award-winning film All About Eve? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Betty Davis.
Tie game. Tie game.
Jeez.
Okay. All right.
Gosh.
So we are exactly where we thought we would be. A tie game with a 5-pointer that could decide it all.
Freaking match of the
If
year.
Ben Bateman hits it, he remains
Early
the champion.
contender.
If he misses, we go to sudden death. The 5-point question, Mark.
Shoot.
It's a scenario that is not unlikely, Christian. Yep. Ben Bateman to win it outright in regulation and retain that beautiful belt he
Movie
has
release dates.
adorning his podium. Ben, you selected number 17. And Doug Williams' number corresponds to Judd Apatow movies.
Ooh.
Judd Apatow films.
That's not movie release dates.
Unless they ask what year funny
your
people
question.
came out.
True.
For 5 points and the win. In the Judd Apatow written and produced film Heavyweights, what is the name of the Tony Perkis's new head counselor who is from, quote, far away?
Jeez.
Just need the first name. left.
Yeah, go for it, Ben. Pull it. Pull it.
That's a 5-point question.
Yeah.
4, 3,
Pull that one.
2.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
Yeah.
In the Judd Apatow written and produced Heavyweights. In the Judd Apatow written and produced Heavyweights, what is the name of the Tony Perkis's new head counselor who is from, quote, far away?
I know Ben Stiller is Tony Perkis.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Chaz.
And we go to sudden death.
Oh, no.
It's an athletic feat at this point.
Oh.
The answer was Lars. It's exactly what we thought it would be. You correctly, before we went to air, predicted overtime. That's what you're getting. It is free Schmoedown. It was
How many
Lars.
rounds?
Lars was the answer.
Probably could guess if I move the mouse pad. I'm not going to look at the time left on the video.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
How many rounds?
All the way down.
2.
All right.
I want to see this like the Rachel Cushion Mara Knopic sick game.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just back and
All right.
forth, back and
Gentlemen.
forth. Just,
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys, here we go. This is how sudden death works. Mark? Gentlemen, sudden death feels a little bit like round number 1, that we're going to ask you a question. You write down your best attempt at an answer. You have 15 seconds to do so. Each question's worth a point. No penalty for missing a
it could
question.
just be-
Here's where it gets tricky. If both you miss it, we go to the next question.
They
If
both
of you
get
it
every
right,
question.
you
It could
move
be
to the
more than
next
2
question.
rounds,
If
but-
one of you gets it right,
Oh, you mean more
and one
than
of you gets
2
it
questions.
wrong, the person who
Well,
got
yeah.
it right is
Rounds.
the winner
Okay.
of the match.
1 question per round.
Also, Also, both Dan and Ben, you both reset. You both have one JTE rule through sudden
Thank you.
death. One JTE rule each.
What was
All
the
right.
answer, by the way?
Lars.
Lars.
Oh.
Damn.
All right, here we go, guys.
Oh.
We asked the champion, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Challenger, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. All right, question one. Question one.
Guess we could do this too, but
Angelina Jolie.
Category?
No, we don't. It's not in sudden death. You just get the question. Yep. Angelina Jolie stars in which 2014 Disney film?
Maleficent.
Off and running in sudden death. What's the record for these? 9?
It's like 8 or 9, and I think JTE and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ben.
Maleficent.
Yes, Dan.
Maleficent.
There we go.
Malfeasance.
Okay.
It's a Josh McCouga original right there.
Mark, question 2.
All right, gentlemen. Your next question. Who co-starred opposite Charlie Sheen in the 1990 comedy Men at Work?
Emilio Estevez.
Feel this tension with
Ooh,
each passing
no.
round of
5,
It's been written
4,
anything?
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Last one.
Who co-starred opposite Charlie Sheen in the 1990 comedy Men at Work?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's like Emilio.
Steve Gutenberg.
And Dan Murrell.
Nope.
Emilio Estevez.
Dan Murrell's got it. Whoa! Ooh. Dang.
Heartbreaking for Bateman. Heartbreaking.
Jeez.
Heartbreaking loss for Bateman, but Murrell does it again.
2 overtimes, and you just look at the picture of exhaustion, but also the picture of 2 champions. One of them has some
You're right, it was 2 questions.
both dynamic players. And some really good sportsmanship we're seeing right now.
Down by 5 points, going into the 5th round. It goes to sudden death. I can even see Brad Gilmore with his hand on his face, like, what did I just watch? Unbelievable. Dan Murrell got his strap back.
4th
Oh, wait,
time.
Right, okay, take your guys, relax, 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 relax. And ladies and gentlemen, the new movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Dangerous Dan Murrell does it again.
2 belts. 2 belts.
He does it again. He is double belted. He's double belted. And he does.
For the first time ever, Dana's double belted.
Only Sam Levine before him has done. Only Sam Levine held both those belts, but only Dan Murrell has held that belt 4 times.
Christian, it was an epic match between 2 epic competitors, and now only the real question is, how's Brad Gilmore going to do this post-game
He's going to talk to all of them. So Brad Gilmore's going to get in there. And what were Roca and Bateman arguing about? I want to know also. So here we go. We have Brad Gilmore with one of the greatest title matches I think we've seen in a long time. Brad Gilmore, here we go.
Atlanta, I think that match lived up to the hype. You all witnessed history and saw the greatest movie trivia Schmoedown match of all time just now. Let me start with Bobby Gucci, Finstock. I mean, it was a win for you either way. You're managing Ben Bateman in this. What are your thoughts right now after that incredible match?
I mean, look, holy Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Are you not entertained? I mean, look, I said this a long time ago when this match was scheduled. It was going to go to sudden death, and that's exactly what happened here. These guys are consummate professionals. Jesus. I've never seen anybody play like this before. These guys are so good on so many different levels. I mean, Ben with the speed round, incredible stuff. I mean, Jesus. You know, and then, Dan with the wherewithal to bet nothing on the Tyler Perry to save him there. He bets 1 point there, he's toast. They know that, and that's a kudos to John Rocco over there as well. What the exchange is doing here. Look, we're family. I couldn't be more proud of Dan here right now. That was fantastic. And no slight to Ben either. This guy was incredible. He was down 3 points in the first round, came back storming on a Nora Ephron, whatever her name is. I mean, and he cleared the category. Man, look, we're the best. That's the bottom line.
Let me go to Ben Bateman. Excuse me, Tom. Let me go to Ben Bateman. Ben, you walked in here very confident. Of course, you're coming off a legendary run last season. You came in here. This was your first title defense. I know that after going down in that first round, down 3, Dan goes perfect, hits the bonus.
He was up against anyone else, he would have won
spinners
this.
and opponents on the wheel. You get in that betting round, opponent's choice. You go Tyler Perry, and you end up hitting it. You just walk me through what your game plan was and where you think it went wrong.
I mean, it was every round was competitive. I think I'm a huge Tyler Perry fan. I've seen every Tyler Perry movie, and I just that felt like easy for me. So I was glad to do that. Smart of him to put 0 on there. And in the final round, we see it happen. You describe a movie or you get a question about a character. It happens in every match, and it is what it is. It's happened to me on either side. So I had a tough pull. I didn't get it, and I think it's pretty clear, Dan is one of the most knowledgeable players that's ever played. So in a heads-up match, Iron Man, I think he's probably got the advantage. Makes sense. But I felt good about this match. I thought I played well, and I was happy to end it the way that it did. Belt stays with the exchange. So.
It was definitely the greatest match I think we've all seen. You worked. You worked so hard to get to this point. I know that you want to climb back up that championship mountain. We have free-for-all here next month. That's a possibility for you to get this opportunity again. I mean, where does Ben Bateman go from here?
I think I just keep fighting. I mean, people talk about these guys over here as the 2 greatest of all time, and they've both lost and won. So if you want to get on that level, you have to win, you have to lose, and you have to win again. So that's what I'm doing. I still intend to be the greatest of all time. It's gonna take a little longer.
Just a bump in the road. Ben Bateman, everybody.
Well said.
The former champion.
Well said.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th time, your singles champion, Dangerous Dan Murrell.
And has not lost a live event. Still.
Dan.
Jeez.
I mean, stand up. Get up on your feet for this man. Incredible performance.
We would do that here, but you would just get crotch shots.
First round. That Tyler
That's
Perry looked like it may have thrown you off, and then you got, obliterated in that speed round, but you're able to come back, go into sudden death. I mean, just walk me through your thoughts.
Nobody needs that.
I mean, I knew I was in big trouble going.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I knew that Ben had every capability, and he did a run in that speed round. I knew it was very possible that I would come out of that not having an extra point, and that's exactly what happened. So I knew going into that I was in trouble. I knew I was going to have to answer all 3 of my questions and hope that I got lucky. And I mean, I think I've got to thank Blockbuster Video, because the only way that
not a sponsor.
It has to be some VHS box in the back of my head.
Anywhere.
Charlie Sheen and
They
Emilio
can't.
Estevez on it that got stuck in my head somewhere.
Except maybe in Alaska.
Because when he said Steve
That one
Gutenberg
story.
in my head, I was like, yeah, it could be. I mean, so that's just man. This is not. It takes 2 to tango, and this was a hell of a dance that we had here tonight.
I was there when you won the championship for the 3rd time in Brooklyn. That crowd was chanting, "You deserve it." I mean, everyone here, the crowd was split, but everyone's happy to see you back on top of the movie trivia Schmoedown. But what does this mean to you for winning for a 4th time and solidify your place and legacy as the greatest to ever do it?
I mean, like I've always said, the whole with the GOAT debate, like, it's not like a presidential election. Like, we're not going to have everyone state their case and then there's like a vote, and it's like, okay, like so I like being in that conversation, but just on a personal level, I have goals in the game, and I have mountains that I still want to climb, and one of them was to do what Sam did, because I never played really. I mean, we played each other once, but he was coming on strong as I was leaving the game, and so this was a goal of mine.
And now we move on, to the next goal. We'll see what happens.
Innergeekdom.
I was going to ask you that. I mean,
3 belts.
You're the second man to ever hold these championships simultaneously, but there is another title out there. It's the Innergeekdom Championship. I mean, are you going to go for the same thing that Mike Kalinowski did and try to hold all 3 belts simultaneously? Is that in your plans?
My plans are to enter the Innergeekdom League soon. That was always my plan. However, the one thing I've also learned from watching that incredible run last year is not to count my belts before they're on my shoulders. So that would be wonderful if that happens, but I know for a fact that guy right there who I just stood across from and his partner have this belt in their sights, the belts that John and I have on our shoulders. So it would be foolish of me to think that I would be able to just run through and grab another belt. First of all, I haven't played a lick of Innergeekdom yet. Secondly, there's a lot of people after both of these belts, so I'm just going to do the best I can, and we'll see what happens.
And I want to go to John Roca here in just 1 second, but one more question. One more question for Dan Murrell. I mean, again, you've reached for the 4th time. Is there anybody in particular you just want to give a shout out to? Anybody you want to say thank you to?
My mom's here.
Give it up for Dan Murrell's mother.
BC. Mama Murrell.
And I had my manager in the ring and my partner here, John Roca, but I also have my manager and partner out of the ring here, Mark Knopik. So I couldn't do it without her.
Not Schmoedown sanctioned.
Really,
she works for the Quirky Mercs.
There's been all this, noise and whatnot, and that's what it was. It was noise about the Finstock Exchange and
all right, Mara,
communications and
now's the time.
politics and who was talking to who and what. But the fact of the
Didn't do
matter
it
is
spectacular. You're gonna do it here.
These are the people that I want to play this
Just
game
kidding,
with,
that's not
from the
gonna
top
happen
of the roster to the bottom of the roster to our manager. There's gonna be a bumpy road along the way, but I would rather have a faction with some communication issues, a faction that has to work some things out, rather than a faction that doesn't win. And that's what we do is we win.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, that's a nice little. Yeah, that pretty much shuts everyone
just
up.
Real quick, I want to just get a word from John Roca. That was the greatest match we've ever seen, is it not?
I have to say, yes. One of the most, because of the pressure, it's a live event, and it went to sudden death. Incredible match. For us, sitting on the sideline, Tom and I, we were pacing like crazy because we were so nervous and couldn't do anything. And I'll tell you something, managing Dan is like managing that car, that came out of that Boston car. It parks itself. It's a self-parker. It's not a problem at all. We only discussed one thing, and that was
Dan's
the
got smart pot
for Tyler Perry. There was a question about us going 0-1. I said, "What does your gut say?" He goes 0. I think that's the right choice, 0, because you're only going to have 2 points. That's the only bit of managing I had to do this whole match. Dan handles himself. He knows how to take care of business. I'm proud to be by his side, and you got to give it up to Ben Bateman. Ben Bateman fought a hell of a match, and look. He threw every obstacle you can throw in the way of a challenger. He put opponent's choice up there. He put spinner's choice there. He put Tyler Perry on the wheel. You got to give him props for the strategy, and that's the tactician he is. Is it frustrating to be on the other side to play with against someone that intelligent and smart and driven to win? Yes. And that's what makes this victory all the more sweeter, because Dan took no shortcuts. Dan just wanted to get in the ring, and he just wanted to fight to see who would win. And he was going to respect it if Ben won, and I hope Ben respects the fact that Dan won. But all that matters is you all won watching the greatest of all time, doing it for you live. And the Finstock Exchange. There will be issues with the Finstock Exchange, because when all these egos slam into each other, that's the game. Because we all want gold and we all want belts, and Dan said it best. I'd rather be in a cage with a bunch of wild wolves fighting over the meat than some timid wolves sitting over there. Can we play too? No. We come to win. We come to win belts. And one more thing. Don't you count out that Rose over there. Emily Rose Jacobson. She fought Damon tooth and nail. She will be back, and she deserves your respect and your love. But for now, that's the man. He's the greatest of all time, 4-time champion. Proud to ride along his side.
Just going to give everybody what they really want.
Why?
Well, look, And one more thing. All of a sudden, we're in a prison movie. One more thing.
You see those jailhouse tats?
I know. I don't know.
He has his name on the back of his back.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out.
It's a henna tattoo. It's a henna tattoo, Greg. It's not real. My goal now is to match what Dan did. He has always been my benchmark in this league. Do what he did. Do what he's done. He's got 2 belts. I got Paulo Oyama in front of me. And then after that, it's Irwin or Snyder. And then if I take care of business, I'd love to have a rematch for the greatest of all time for that belt.
But who's going to be your manager, John?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Finstock Exchange and the greatest game ever played. Give it up for Ben Bateman. Give it up for Dangerous Dan Murrell. Atlanta.
A standing ovation and well earned. Well earned on both of them. Well earned. Standing ovation. Here they are, Mark. Well, what do you think?
It was Finstock being Finstock for sure, but it was also 2 of the best that this game has ever seen, 2 of the best strategists, the best players, the most knowledgeable, and it paid off here today. We certainly hope whoever caught Finstock's shirt gets tested immediately. But overall, when you look at a match that goes into overtime, that gets a standing O, that gets the amount
some
of
critters on that
from
thing.
this crowd, you gotta say it's in the
Is that good or bad if you catch
for the best
that?
match that you and I have ever seen.
I mean, it's got to come close.
Yes.
Because, I mean, when it's built up, a lot of times you're like, oh, well, I hope it lives up to the hype. I hope you're going to get that kind of feel. I hope that, it's not a knockout. I hope that you're wondering, are these 2 guys going to show up? And they did. They did that and more. And it was the first round, Dan takes the lead. He keeps the lead in the second. Ben takes the lead in the third and takes a strong lead in the fourth. Then it's tied up. Then it goes to sudden death. And it's like they did exactly what you thought that they would do.
It was a worthy match, and we're still trending on Twitter. Queso Blanco's been replaced by Jackass.
Okay.
So, couple notes.
movie?
Dan's mom is
BC.
offering orange slices out of the minivan afterwards, if anybody wants one. Capri Sun. And, you talk about the greatest of all time. You talk about the GOAT, whether it's a competitor that we saw tonight or the match itself. You also got to mention our incredible crew. The greatest of all time. Give them a big hand. Everybody up in the booth down here behind the scenes. A+ material.
Yeah, I gotta give props to RB3. Definitely. To everybody, and to our technical director Adam Smith, Cody Hall, Brian Mitchell, Courtney Luby, and Megan Sanborn, and the whole crew, everybody, BC, the entire crew that helped out.
Yeah, some new names on there.
Thank you guys so very much. I mean,
Yeah.
totally done.
I'm glad to hear the crowd,
Absolutely.
some
Thank
crowd
you
shouting
guys.
out
Thank you
Megan.
for making
Oh,
it
yeah.
Megan
was the
getting
right
some
call.
recognition that she
So,
deserves.
Thank you guys so much. Really, really happy to do it. What a season we have. And now the question is, what happens at the free-for-all? Because you're going to have, at this point, it's good timing. What happens at the free-for-all? Because there's 40 competitors. Where does the Finstock Exchange, what happens there? And now we also know that whoever wins that gets a shot at the title. Is it someone else in the Finstock Exchange? Is it someone else? Do they go? Because Dan Murrell this season is going to be very busy. He's got the team's titles that he has to defend. Now he has the singles championship he has to defend. He wants to get into Innergeekdom. So he's going to be very busy this season, Mark.
It's going to be a very busy season. We're going to be very busy calling that free-for-all. 40 competitors. You guys can get tickets right now at the Schmoedownlive.com. That is March 21st. March 20th, I'm doing stand-up. You can get tickets for that at markellislive.net. And you can also get tickets for Houston right now.
Houston right now we have just the Elite and a couple other just special passes up for Houston right now. Ringside tickets. If you get the Schmoedownlive.com, you can go there and get those.
So
tickets.
excited.
Get them now before.
He's so excited. He's sneezing.
To everyone else,
Woo!
it's just available right now to you guys here, to patrons, and to anybody who got the stream here today. Thank you for doing that. Season 7 has got off to a start, and what a start the Finstock Exchange has had. Between the Finstock Exchange, Roxy Stryer and the Rockstars taking a big win here tonight. And if you want to check out all of these standings and see who's in the lead and how everyone's doing, once again, the Schmoedownlive.com. So thank you to all of you guys. Thank you to our friends over at Skybound also for everything that they've done. Thank you to all of you, and we really appreciate everything. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Match of the year.
Yeah, that's easily a top contender for a match of the year right now.
It's gonna be hard to beat that. It's gonna be very hard to beat that.
Unless Roca gets into that spot too, and you see Roca versus Murrell again.
Mm-hmm. Because that's always been the match of the year.
Yeah.
But definitely a contender for greatest match of all time, not just of the year.
That is true. The intensity of the entire thing. Look, there is talk that was all the drama that happened before, was that for show? Was that part of it? And time again, Roca and others have said, no, this is real. We're actually really having to deal with this right now. This is all this nonsense happening communication-wise in the Finstock Exchange. This is just a growing pains. We're going to have to figure this one out. But they still came to play, and they still brought it home with one of the best matches. Yeah. I love what they said there at the end with, look, I'd rather be on a team that has communication issues and still wins than on a team that is communicating perfectly fine and is losing.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's a game. You play to win. You don't necessarily just play to have fun, which you can. I mean, you're more than welcome to have fun. You're supposed to have fun with this.
Wild berries,
yeah. And we have fun watching people who have fun. At the same time, though, like one of the goals, though, besides having fun, should be to actually win. And if your faction, whatever issues has, is a winning faction still, do the issues really matter?
It will going forward, because if there continues to be, in this case, say, communication issues, that will start wearing people down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you work, say, a sales job and you're really good at sales, but management's managing you poorly, coworkers are all aggravating and stuff, eventually that will wear you down. You won't be as good as you once were.
Yeah.
So you could be fantastic at what you're doing, but you need that constant support. And I think that, yes, they're winning right now. And I completely believe that anytime we hear a manager from any other faction come up and start talking smack about like their communication issues, they have problems, they're breaking down, they need to just pause and play the sound clip of Dan saying that, and then that shuts them up and everybody just continues moving forward.
Quick side note, he wasn't trying to do an impression of Roxy there.
No.
We respect Roxy also.
No, that wasn't a Roxy impression. We
respect all the managers except for Burnett.
That goes without saying.
But yeah, so at the end of the day, like any manager, because I mean, you look at SCN, even Winston was like, "Oh, there's some crazy stuff going on in the Finstock." Like all managers, everybody was going, "What's going on in the Finstock Exchange?" That's just been the talk.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to be clear that he wasn't doing a Roxy voice there.
I think we're crystal on that.
Good. We love Roxy.
Like crystal clear Pepsi from the 90s. It was really good, and it was clear. Anyways, so yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that continues going forward.
Yeah.
They're going to need that support. They're going to need to fix that communication issue.
So, I mean, yeah, is there things to work on in the exchange? Yep, they definitely, Dagnino's got his hands full.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, he might just be the best suited manager currently in the game to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't strike me as somebody who lets... And I'm going based off stories I've heard from other people who have known him longer, known him well. He doesn't strike me as the type of person that really lets pressure of situations get to him. He's just, hey, we're in it. Let's do it. Classic.
Yeah.
We're going to do it.
All right, well, duck your head in and go.
Here we go.
And then that Innergeekdom match.
Yeah.
Again.
Honestly, it could have been Emily's game. She could have won that. I think she might have fared better. Just my guess, because I know I would go with MCU, but I think maybe she might have fared better if she picked MCU.
Possibly.
I mean, she says that was basically her second choice. She was going with her gut. Her gut was saying Star Trek at that time. That's the game.
That kind of looked like that's one of those games that, unfortunately, the outcome of that game, I would say, was probably based more in the luck of wheel spins and the questions.
Yeah.
Rather than just coming down to skill only. Because I feel like seeing that performance from both of them,
mm-hmm.
I feel like it could have easily gone the other way.
Right.
Easily.
Yeah.
And I'm interested now to see who Damon is going to take on next. Because typically, again, like we were saying, Emily Rose Jacobson's not one of the top players in the IG division.
Right.
And the way we've seen it before is when a new person, say like Damon in this case, comes in, you play someone who's not a top tier player and you start working your way up the ladder. Look at Smets and what Smets did. Who's he going to play next, and how's he going to fare against that person?
If I were to hazard a guess, and I'm going to take what might have been a rhetorical question and actually answer it, if I were to hazard a guess, you saw Robert Parker bust into the post there. He's got some words to say, and he's got some things to prove, because there is a lot of hype around him. He's going up against Ace Andres Cabrera,
who's also new.
Who's new to playing the game. He's been a known quantity for a while between Schmoes and Collider. But he's new to playing the game here. The winner of that, I think, is who will be facing Damon. So, yeah, you have a situation where, Robert Parker busts in there. Maybe Robert Parker wins that match and goes on to face Damon. Then I think what should happen there is then at that point, the winner of that faces whoever wins the next face-off between Chandru and Hannah, which, we're all down for that because
that's just fun match all around.
Hannah talks a lot of smack against Chandru.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun one to watch.
Yeah. Anyways, and then again, Emily Rose Jacobson has the backing of the Finn Stock Exchange.
Yep.
She's going to get better.
She's got a good crew behind her. She's got some really solid competitors who are giving her that support you were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of cool things coming up. One of those things, they briefly mentioned there.
Houston.
H-Town.
Coming back to Houston to the Booker T World Gym Arena. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys made it out to the Houston live event last year. We probably would have seen you there if you did. We're going to be there again this year. Come on. It's coming to Texas.
It's 3 hours away. Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there. It was a fantastic live event last year. So much hype in that room. Just the energy was crazy. It's going to be crazy again. If you're watching this, by this point, this match has been released onto YouTube. Free for everybody. So I don't know if by this point all tickets have been released for Houston. But I know, based on what they were saying, just those elite VIP tickets were on sale. Regardless, you're going to want to hop on those exact ones. General admission, if you get it, good. But pour out some money for this
Houston last year was a major focal point for the Schmoedown, for the fans, for fan interaction.
Yep.
Essentially, that was the birthplace of this iteration of the Action Army. If you're into the Call to Action podcast, go check out their channel. They were pretty much formed and bonded at that Houston live event. And all the fans, really, that was the first time people who had been only interacting like on the Facebook group or anything, that was the first time they really got to meet each other and actually came together for one match.
Yep.
So expect to see this. This is going to be something like, yes, come meet the fans, hang out with the fans, meet the Action Army. They're going to be there in full force. I guarantee it.
Yep.
And yeah, come back and see your friends. Come hang out with your friends in Houston again. This is a lot of fun. Great match, and I expect that this one is probably also going to be one of the ones that we talk about come the end of the year. When you're talking about all the great live matches, it's going to be Houston, Atlanta. But Houston's still going to be up there.
I mean, let's wait. Let's see what the main event and the undercard are. We have our guesses right now, but let's wait and find out what happens.
So pick up those tickets. Pick up the live stream if you can't physically get to Houston. Physically get to Houston, but if you can't physically get to Houston, pick up the live stream.
You do not want to wait. These live events are sporting events. You're gonna get spoiled.
So pick up those tickets to those live stream, the schmoedownlive.com. Do it now. Go pick up the VIP. They're worth it.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a blast. It's well worth the money. Or if you're not physically going to go to Houston, hop on the Patreon. Go over to the Schmoedown's Patreon page. We've been talking a lot tonight. go check out the Patreon page. Hop on the tier that's right for you. Preferably at least that $10 tier
That $10
is going
tier.
to be. That is the sweet spot right now.
That's your Wonka golden ticket to all the content that is on the Patreon. All these matches early. You get access to all the live event matches, all the throwdown lives, all the stuff, all the exhibitions, the Rokadoc, all of that. You want to get on that $10 tier.
Yes, you do. Make sure you go over to the Schmoedown Entertainment Network where this video originated. Make sure you go to its video, like, comment, subscribe to them. All of that helps in the YouTube algorithm world, and it will help make them bigger. You want them to be bigger. We want them to be bigger. You help us, help you. We're telling you, just go make them bigger.
Help me.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah. Anyway, as for us, we've got a lot of great stuff going on this channel. You're going to want to tune in on Tuesdays. Like we said earlier, we got the tagline. That's our new live stream. We're going to cover the movie news. Going to cover all sorts of fun stuff on there, anything movie related. We'll talk a little bit of Schmoedown on there as well. It's just going to be a great time.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to the third episode that we're about to film by the time this is out, because we've already done 2, and again, they were successful. We had a great time. Y'all had a great time. Come on back, watch the next one that's coming this next Tuesday.
We hope.
So again, Tuesdays, 9:30 p.m. Central Time on this channel. Also, follow us on social media. We are at Cinefanatics MLP on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow us over there. As for this channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Cinefanatics. You can subscribe to us by hitting the subscribe button down there. There is also one floating up there above his head. There's also a couple of videos over here off to the side that we have made that you should enjoy. And as always,
greed is good.
And Finstock Exchange is even better. Later.
See ya. Do you think they caught on camera that I sweated through like 8 different shirts during that entire match?
Oh, that explains the smell.